Hey, y'all, gravity. Any day above ground, live it.
What's good with it, y'all? Black Light Revelations in the building. What's good with the kid?
It is good because we are alive and we are not coons. Now, y'all saw the title. And yes, I tagged Boyce Watkins in it. I want him to come tell me about some of these tweets. I don't run from no smoke. I don't care if I get embarrassed on my own platform.
I don't think you'll get embarrassed about these tweets. How many of you guys have seen these tweets that Boyce Watkins did? If you guys saw the tweets, give us a thumbs up in the chat. If you guys didn't see the tweets, give us a thumbs down.
Boyce Watkins. Boyce Watkins. Sir, please make it make sense. What are we doing out here? Now, I done cooked you a couple months ago for what you said about black boys not thinking about degrees and stuff. They're thinking about making rap records and going playing sports. Sir, you was wrong for that.
Well, here go my question. Who even said that? Like, where did he? No. Right. He said that. He made that allegation. But where did he get the evidence that, quote unquote, that's what, quote unquote, black boys are doing? Like, sometimes people just say, like, the most extreme stuff. And then there's no evidence behind it. And it's like you just said this. And it's like you said something for you know who to reach out and latch on to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't get this man. I don't know what he's trying to do. I don't know. And everybody's saying, oh, he's trying to appeal to white people. I'm like, oh, then if that's the case, then just go appeal to white people. Leave us out of it. But I guess when you get the invite to the black barbecue or the black event, you gonna take it.
Jesse Kilgore said, get unconscious Lee next. He needs to be flamed, man. You know how many of my subscribers be? That's a fact. That might have to happen. He claims he's undefeated in debates.
Who?
Conscious Lee. You know, he's TikTok famous. He got a YouTube channel. I think he streams and goes live once in a blue moon. He did an interesting video. I think me and Grind and Motivate, we're going to react to it. I think it's titled, Do Black People Hate Trans More Than White Supremacists or something like that?
That's interesting because we don't talk about trans people unless we talking about white folks doing something outrageous.
Man, listen.
We told trans people. See, here's the thing before we get into these boys' tweets. Black folks, we have this innate ability to say something one time and you can FAFO if you don't want to listen.
Facts.
We've told y'all, we understand there's trans people in the black community. That's great. As long as they don't fuck around with us or make us look bad, we let them live. We will check them when they do too much. But that's how we roll with things. One time, you get one time. You don't listen, and you going FAFO, and you're not gonna like the consequences.
Right.
Bring that consciously to me. Y'all do it for me. Bring him to me.
Oh yeah, check him out on TikTok. He's on YouTube too. Like I said, you know what
I
I'm
ain't going on TikTok. ByteDance is not getting my info.
saying. You know what I'm
But
saying?
yeah, bring him to me. I don't mind him trying to explain this. But let's see who we got in the building. Torian Rain, this is going to get me through my cardio. Okay, very good. Listen, if you're in a gym, sir, make sure they do not have on Telemundo because they're anti-black.
Facts. I seen Torian's workout pictures too. If you go into the gym, make sure they got double doors so you can fit both of them shoulders in. You know what I'm saying?
I know this nigga trying to get one of them Dallas girls. That's what it
Man,
is.
facts.
He ain't slick. He taking an In-N-Out burger and tell her how he does his triple P series. I know how he move.
Right.
Project Leroy, hello. Lois
Shout
Hub,
out to
hello.
Project Leroy and shout out to Lois Hub and my man
AB
AB
Promotions, what
Promotions.
it is.
DJ
DJ
Elmo.
Elmo, what's up? This man just had his Saturday lunch over there. Shout out to him.
Right.
Jackson Harlem, hello. It's been a while. Jesse Kilgore, good morning. Oh, it's the yours. Yo 103 Queenin, hello. Shalom. Yo, you know what? Yo Queenin, you and Florida and a couple of y'all trying to push me to the most high. I don't know if y'all want that. I don't know if y'all want the ballots. Me and embracing villainy and the most high. I don't know.
Hey, you'll be like the Redeemer. Remember when Spawn
Yeah.
like got the heaven powers?
Mm-hmm. Extreme X, hello. He's in there. That
Stream X, what's good, bro?
Let's see who else. They think they can get checked. They must not be aware. Bonnie B, hello.
Shout
All
out to
right,
Bonnie B. What's good with it?
into it. Let's get into it. Now, we all are aware of Boyce Watkins. He's had a lot of back and forths with people that we like. Yo, 103, you really want that? You want me embracing villainy while quoting scripture? Okay.
Yeah, didn't Spawn at some point have like God powers? There was like the God Spawn or
Yeah,
something like that. And
he was God Spawn.
facts, Torian is right. Rob is the next high evolutionary. That's one of my favorite super villains. High evolutionary and Mr. Sinister. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what? I do want to see what this consciously be talking about. He might have to come over here.
I think he probably will. He'll pull up.
Yeah.
He'll pull up.
Now let me ask you, Rob, since you in the trenches like that. Now, does Jerry Springer really have black kids?
Jerry Springer?
Yeah, everybody's reacting to some video. He said he left his illegitimate black kids money. I'm like, when the hell did he ever have black kids?
Oh wow, who said that?
That's been going around social media.
Did any kids come out and say that they're
I
the
haven't
kids?
seen it.
They
And
identify
somebody
themselves?
first I saw the video. I didn't even react to it. I was like, this is bullshit. Then somebody said it was AI. I was like, okay, so it was AI. Fine, whatever. I don't care about that. Now everybody's running around with it. Everybody's like, oh my God, see what happens when you're black and I'm like, did y'all even confirm that the kids are his? None of that. None of this. All right.
What?
When y'all confirm it, then I'll say something. If not, I'm not gonna go and say something.
Yeah, I gotta look into this. So that's kind of funny.
Dally Cole, hello. Dale Cole, hello. You seem new. Not a fan of Boyce, but ever since Tariq dropped that haircut video, he been looking sus. I don't know what y'all talking about, but
right, me neither.
But yeah, and actually, I can't believe today is actually going to be a weird day because I'm actually going to give someone that I don't like praise. But we're gonna get into that soon. And DSA, hello.
Make sure y'all smash those likes and share the video.
Let's get into it. Where is the tweet that sparked this show? Where is it? Boyce Watkins, why would you say this on your platform, sir? I don't understand this. He brought up black on black crime, folks. Now we know what that means. That means that you cannot, I repeat, cannot fully call out white supremacy. That's what that means.
What was the just, you know what I'm saying, just to put it into context, why did he bring that up?
Tweet. I don't know why he brought up Chicago. I don't know why they keep bringing up Chicago. I don't get this. Fox News brings up Chicago every 3 days. No, I
Right.
tell a lie. Every three panels, they bring up Chicago.
Right.
Like Chicago is the boogeyman, yet none of these people have ever walked through the South and the West Side.
Ever.
I've done it. That's why I apologize to Chicago. The South Side is actually quite nice. You know why it's quite nice, folks? Because they have alleys and dumpsters. They're not like New York City where they put the trash on the curb. Chicago actually cares about their sidewalks. Yes, is it underdeveloped and underrepresented? Yes, as most black areas are, but Chicago is a beautiful city. And the people, as long as you're not a dick or somebody from New York trying to be loud, they will give you your respect. Yes, you have to have your head on swivel, but they will give you your respect. But for some reason, white conservatives and they coons love bringing up Chicago.
I
So,
think one of the reasons why they bring up Chicago so much and
mhm,
like just Illinois in general is because that's where Obama is, or that's where Obama was from. So I
mhm.
think it has something to do with that.
I mean, sure, but
Right.
they act like Chicago's like the haven for bad behavior.
Right. And it's not even on the top 10 list of any violent crimes or
Exactly.
anything like that.
I mean, I'm not taking shots at no cities, but I mean, you have New Orleans out there. I mean, you got St. Louis every couple years. I mean, there's other cities you can pick, but y'all go straight to Chicago because it's the third largest city and it's
Right.
got two sections where there's predominantly black people.
Bro, you got like 6 cities that are not widely known cities in Ohio that make the list like almost every year.
Facts. Yeah, and that's another thing. Good job, Project Leroy. He stayed talking about Chicago and he in Louisville. Boyce Watkins, were you outside for Breonna Taylor? That's what I want to know. Did you go outside? Because that's your city. You're literally down the street, sir. Did you go outside? Did you stump for her? Did you go to Daniel Cameron and say, listen, I want to interview you, bring you on my show, and we talk about why you didn't press charges? But I bet you gonna have that nigga on because he's running for governor. I bet you're gonna do it. Because I'm looking through your tweets, sir. I don't see any articles. I don't see anything from your website where you said, hey, I am outraged over this Breonna Taylor and I'm outside. People got to talk to me. I don't see this. Tell me. Maybe I missed it.
What I'm tripping on is what I don't understand what the context was of him. See, like my thing is that if you're a person like that's supposed to be like what Dr. Boyce Watkins is supposed to be, you really wouldn't use terminology like quote unquote black on black crime because we all know that that's a racist white supremacist trope. So
Mhm.
why he would even tweet that is beyond me, which is one of the reasons why I'm curious about the actual context because what is it that you were trying to say? What is it you
Well,
were trying to prove and who are you talking to?
we have the
You know what I'm
tweet,
saying?
brother. You know we have the tweet. You can't do that. We have to have the tweet. So here's the tweet, folks. Watch your screen. Tabernacle. So it says, now he was responding to Talbert Swan. And he said, hey, brother, I don't think we should assume that anytime a white man kills a black person is related to racism, just like we can't assume that is the situation is reversed. Also, we are sensitive about white on black killings that we completely ignore black on black violence. This is why our kids keep getting killed in cities like Chicago and nobody notices. Our death should not be part of a political agenda. If Black Lives Matter, they should matter all the time and not just when it's racially dramatic. Now, the tweet in question was, as I said, Talbert Swan had put up a story about, I think, who did it? Who talked about it? Was it Torian? No. I forgot who did this story. No, I think it might have been Torian. Somebody, one of y'all did this story about the black guy that got killed in Florida and he was gunned down by these three idiots. And people were saying it's not racially motivated. So it says Gary Jackson, a 39-year-old black man, was shot and murdered in Jacksonville, Florida by Ryan Nichols, a 19-year-old white teen. Nichols' buddies, 18-year-old Daniel DeGuaria and 21-year-old Holden Dodson, helped him hide the body behind the dumpster. Tell me again how racism is dying with the younger generation of white people. They look pretty white to me. He looks Latino, but they look pretty white to me. Hold on. I'm sorry, folks. I didn't show you that. Hang on. Sorry. Yeah. They look pretty white to me. Oh, so it was you, Tori. All right. So what say y'all? I think this is racially motivated.
Here goes my thing. There's a lot okay, so the first thing that Dr. Boyce Watkins said is that we quote unquote shouldn't assume that there's racism every time there's a crime that takes place like this, where it's a white assailant and a black victim, right? Mm-hmm. Does he realize that there's more racism that goes into that entire situation than simply the crime? There's the public opinion about the crime. There's the court system where in most cases there's going to be majority white jury. There's the court system issue where there's probably going to be a white judge, white prosecutors. You know what I'm saying? We saw what ended up going on with Ahmaud Arbery with that DA Jackie Johnson, who was linked in to the McMichaels family. You know what I mean? So the thing is that it doesn't matter what this situation is as far as the victim. You know, we can assume whatever, but when it's a case like this, we always have to pay attention to how the consequences are instilled by the court and make sure that they get the same type of consequences that we would expect if it was one of us doing it, which in most cases that's not going to be the case because the court system follows the white supremacist policies. You know what I'm saying? So like the thing is that people are looking at more than just the actual crime. There's the entire process of it, as well as the public perception on it. And a lot of that, we're dealing with people in real time. Like Dr. Boyce Watkins is saying, well, we shouldn't make any assumptions. Okay, well, what if this crime, quote unquote, had nothing to do with race? Let's play the game like we like to do. You know what I'm saying? This crime had nothing to do with race. But then we look on Twitter and we have all of these narratives going that are not based in any kind of fact. We listen to Fox News, and Fox News is already, calling these three people heroes and putting up GoFundMe accounts for them. That's racism that could be outside of what was involved with the actual crime. That's something that also needs to be examined. So I don't know why Dr. Boyce Watkins would maybe it's because he has a PhD and he might look down on everybody else because he might be one of those kind of people that assumes that black people are stupid and he's the only smart Negro in the room. But I think many people that don't have letters behind their name and many people that do have letters behind their name actually have critical thinking skills. And what they're actually doing is looking at each of these situations by case basis and applying the scientific process to it to make sure that justice is actually applied. And if it's not, focusing on that area where it's not.
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't understand why. Excuse me. I don't understand why he does these things. What, dude? You're 52. You gonna tell me you ain't seen no racism, or you seen your version of racism for 52 years?
How does he report this kind of content on his channel when he talks about it?
Oh, he does it in a live stream.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so when he talks about it, does he use these kind of talking points, or how does he deliver his information?
He just be talking. Like, and that's another thing that makes me upset about Boyce. He just goes on his live stream, and most times he just talks. He don't show no type of data unless it's something that he can use to further his argument. Like, bro, we can sit here all day and I could pull up stories like this all day. You gonna tell me it's not racially motivated?
Right.
And then he's another one that's like, oh, we only report stuff when it's white people. I'm like, no, we don't.
Who is this?
I can send you the Twitter accounts easily that talk about black on black crime. I mean, well, that's not a thing, but we call out black people for doing stupid shit. Look how many stories we've done about black parents taking out their kids.
Right.
And we're like, this is a problem. We can't have this out there. We keep it across the board.
So my question is, who is he talking about?
I don't know who he's talking about. Well, he's talking about us because he upper echelon. He's talking about the people underneath him.
Well, I ain't underneath him.
I'm
Maybe
just saying.
maybe he
I
talking
don't
about
mean like I don't mean like
maybe
that. I
he
mean
talking
like
about the
people ain't in
griot.
his tax bracket. That's what I mean. That's
Look,
what we talking
maybe
about.
he talking about the griot.
Shit.
Byron Allen them over there.
I think he take the job. I think he take the job. Be on TV.
He was on the Breakfast Club at one point, wasn't he?
Yeah, he been on there a couple times.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there looking at him. I'm like, come on, bro. And you're not making no sense. You just talking. Like, come there with some empirical data, sir. At least I give Omar credit. He come in there with data.
Yeah.
Tariq went on there once. He came with data.
Dr. Claude Anderson came on there and was a living encyclopedia.
Right. Even Charlamagne had to shut up.
Yeah, I mean, that was Dr. Claude Anderson on that show that day. He was on there. And what, Dr. Claude Anderson, what, like 82 years old? Isn't he something like that?
Sharper than no, I think he was in his late 70s.
Oh, he was in the 70s? Sure,
Yeah.
he was sharper than all of those young people that was in there.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, that's them. But yeah, so this was the tweet. So that was the one I read first. Dwan B torched this nigga yesterday.
What'd he say? What Dwan B say?
He went in on him. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but he was going in on Boyce.
Oh, he did a stream about it?
Yeah, he did. You know how he does his late night streams.
Okay.
I was like, it's late. Let me just get to sleep. But yeah, there was that. And then they started going back and forth, blood. Him and Talbot, he started saying that Talbot was a poverty preacher and shit like that. I was like, dude, this is what we're doing. Okay, so you didn't like what the brother said, but then your thing is to attack him being a preacher and then taking a shot at, well, we know about the goddamn NAACP. We know that. But still, he was telling you something. There's a problem out here that nobody wants to recognize because it would have people have to deal with their own internal racism.
Right.
And they'd have to sit there in the mirror and ask themselves, am I racist? And your reflection is going to tell them, yes, you are. What are you going to do about it? Now, if you don't want to do nothing about it, cool, let us know so we know how to deal with you. If you do want to do something about it, cool, tell us how to deal with you. And we still not going to listen because we already know how to deal with you. 7 arms length. But Boyce, I think he's looking for friends.
What kind of friends?
He's looking for those who are going to like his tweets and not call this shit out. Notice when you look through his tweets, he never brings up like other races who call out racism from their own people. He never puts them up.
I don't really be on Twitter all like that. But if he's tweeting,
it don't even
like
gotta be Twitter. He's on Facebook. It don't gotta be there. He on Instagram. There's videos all over there. Put them shits up. Spark that conversation.
Right,
but
right.
Know
no, I'm talking about what Boyce's content. I don't really be.
No, that's what I'm saying. He don't
like
never
that.
put that shit up. But what I'm saying is the videos are out there. Put them up. But he know what's gonna happen. His white fans are gonna turn on him.
I didn't know he was. I didn't know he even had white fans.
Oh, that they love them some Boyce Watkins. What?
Do they really? I didn't know he was popular like that with white people.
Yeah, they
what he be saying?
Boyce Watkins.
What he be saying to them that they like besides tweets like this?
Financial bullshit that you can prove ain't. Well, I'm not even gonna do that to him. He did a lot of financial stuff that they like, and he like I said with these, like the way he tweets, it's safe because it's taking shots at us, but it's not subtle with them because they look for them trigger words like black on black crime, Chicago, black men, black women, trigger words like that. They're like, oh, good, he ain't talking about us. Yeah, go ahead, Boyce.
Yeah.
That's why I always tell these conservatives, go outside and say something or spark a conversation that them folk won't like.
Right.
And see if they're going to have healthy discourse with you.
No.
And you know what's going to happen.
Right.
But, you know, the money is the money. But yeah, him and Talbert went back and forth. And it was quite funny. Y'all are going in on this man. Still Kevin Tree said, boys think he's smart, but we see his fence sitting ass. Still Kevin Tree fuck around, kick that gate. What do you mean, Blue Electric? Hello, you seen new. Boyce was selling flashcards at one point. Don't tell me that.
Flashcards.
Flashcards are fire. Don't tell me that. What kind of flashcards? Like flashcards or like they have any significance? Was it like our heroes on there? I'm trying to figure out. Oh, fun financial flashcards for kids. Huh. Okay. I ain't even gonna hate. $40. I ain't even gonna hate. Okay. All right,
Yeah, I ain't
boys.
hating on that.
I
Like,
ain't hating. Do your thing. But this is another thing. If you're good with the financial, stick with that.
right.
The social issues, you're not winning, bro. And every time you put up a social issue, you get cooked. Like we shouldn't be cooking you, sir. We're in the same struggle, sir.
But are we though? That's the question. Like you, and then
Well, I mean,
when you
I meant
tweet,
to ask this question to you. Do you think he's new black media, or he's part of like the old media?
see, honestly, bro, to be 110% honest, I do not watch him at all. Like I really don't even know what he be into. I know when he made those comments, you know, about his marriage and that situation, you know what I'm saying, and some of that stuff and some of the problematic stuff that he said in the past. But as far as like actually watching his content, I don't really even know what kind of content he does to say whether he even does media
social
or not.
content. Like
Okay.
whatever is hot, he'll do it. Like he like the other day he did something about Prince Harry and Meghan. I think he does stuff that he know gonna get clicks.
Now here goes my question, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he does content, does
Mm-hmm.
he ever relate the content to the context of like how we talk about like particular issues? Does he ever offer solutions to any issues
It's
with
the same
his
solutions. That's another thing I don't like about him. His thinking's not evolved. It's the same shit. It's his advice.
is it SBE?
His advice is like some shit your parents will tell you.
So is SBE political shame, blame, and explain?
In a way, yeah. But it comes off elitist to me. Like, bro, I get it. You made money. I get it. The social stuff, there's a disconnect there. I think it's because there's such a gap in age between you and us. There's at least a generation there. And I know Tariq is like around the same age, but at least Tariq has been closer to our generation. I don't know if that makes sense. Like he grew up like that, like a lot of us did. And he can understand what's going on out here. Like he sees it. And that's why he be pissing white people off. But my thing is this, Boyce, you from Chicago, sir. That's alleged. You say you from Chicago. How dare you say there's black on black crime in Chicago, sir? You grew up with that. Even Harvey lived in Chicago. He would never say that. He said, yes, is there a problem with crime? Yes, but it's not black on black crime. That's because y'all don't want to call out the rest of the city.
You know, I think it's interesting that as somebody, like, if I'm not mistaken, Boyce Watkins, he's got a PhD in finance or accounting or something like that, and he was a professor at Syracuse University. Is that correct?
I'm not. Well, I guess we could find out.
I'm pretty sure he was, but don't quote me. Maybe somebody in the comment section tonight. So, like, TD Hip Hop Media did this video where he was talking about how the correlation between the poverty level, economic issues, and the increased crime rate is almost like a perfect positive correlation. And you would think that if Boyce Watkins wants to do the things that he wants to do and say the things that he wants to say and stand behind the things that he wants to stand behind, instead of calling it black on black crime, he would start calling it, low poverty crime or low economic crime
This
or
was
low income
University of
crime.
Kentucky.
Oh, University of Kentucky. Okay.
And then he went to your state.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would think that he would make a honest effort to use his financial education to show the link between the low income and the crime. You know what I'm saying? And by doing that, that would actually strengthen any kind of case for reparations or anything like that, because it will show the link between what they try to say is inherent degeneracy versus an economic problem, which it is. You know what I'm saying? It's an economic problem. Anytime there's a high crime area, it's because of poverty.
Right. But see, again, they're not going to tell you that because they kept saying what? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Facts.
Wait a minute. If he's from Kentucky, why does his location on Twitter say Chicago? I'm trying to understand. Whatever.
His location on Twitter says Chicago?
Yeah, I'm going to show it to you. Look. It literally says, and it's been there for years. See? It's literally been there for years.
Oh, yeah.
I know he lives in Louisville, but he claimed he's from Chicago. Wait, he lives in Chicago? No, he don't. See how you real? He don't live in Chicago. He say he live in Louisville, unless he got two homes. And shout out to him. But whatever. I don't care about that. Boys, let's analyze your data that you said. Let's analyze. I got a question. Can you explain this, sir? This was back in April. Shooting deaths among U.S. kids soared 50% during the pandemic. Looks like everybody was affected, sir. But you won't talk about that. You're going to piss white people off. Let's see. The number of U.S. children killed by guns soared by 50% between 2019 and 2021 as the country grappled with the pandemic and the defund the police movement, a grim increase that was felt hardest among Black youth in cities governed by Democrats. Only a small fraction of the soaring gun violence involved of the soaring gun violence involved. School shootings of Black children were 5 times more likely than their white counterparts to die at the hands of a shooter, according to a new Pew Research Center report. I would love to see the data from 2020 to 2023. I would kill for that data. Okay, we'll do 2022. I'll kill for that data. Overall, fatal gun violence rose across the country and among all age groups during the pandemic, with a 23% increase in shooting deaths among Americans recorded during 3 years. There were 48,830 gun deaths specifically recorded in 2021, the most in a single year since 1999, when the Federal Centers for Disease Control and Prevention first began keeping such stats, the report said. What year was that? 2021. 2021. Who was president? I'm sorry. Not to be a dick, but who was president? All right. Although children under 18 make up a small fraction of the overall rise in gun fatalities for the 3-year period, their age group suffered the worst rate of increase. Well, of course they did. In the year before the George Floyd protests, 1,732 children in America died from guns. 2 years later, that figure was up to 2,590, reports said. 2013. 2013. I wonder what happened between 2019 and 2021. I wonder what happened. What event happened that would have sparked this?
C-19 possibly.
Must be nice. Let's see. Boys accounted for 83% of the firearm fatalities in 2021 and 46% of the total victims were black. Even though black children consisted only 14% of the U.S. minor population at the time, the study said. 60% of the young lives lost in 2021 involved homicides, and 32% were suicides, with the remaining deaths falling under the categories of accidents or other, researchers said. But the causes of death were starkly different among racial lines. But we shouldn't talk about race, right? We'd rather not talk about race, but everybody else wants to talk about race. All right.
We shouldn't talk about race. Everybody else wants to be able to talk about it and control the conversation.
Right. The vast majority of gun deaths among black teens and children, or 84%, were caused by homicides, while most gun deaths among white children, 66%, were suicides. Huh? Hey, folks, Blacklight and I have some advice for you and your children. Please read these articles. Do not look at the title. Please read these articles. They are being white supremacists in print.
Oh, yeah.
Do y'all
Facts.
see what this sentence says? The vast majority of gun deaths among black teens and children, or 84%, were caused by homicides, while most gun deaths among white children, 66%, were ruled suicides.
Crazy.
The gun death rate among Hispanic youth was the same as among white children. You see what they're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see what they're doing? So again, where are those folks who said that Latinos don't identify as white? Where are y'all?
In denial. That's where they are.
Let me highlight this for you and blow the screen up. Where were y'all at? Where are you? The gun death rate among Hispanic youth was the same as among white children. Are you serious? Meanwhile, school shootings accounted for less than 2% of the total related death toll in 2021, when 49 people were killed in 202 gun incidents at U.S. schools, according to Everytown Research and Policy, an independent gun safety organization. So why the hell? So I hope when y'all do this article next year, y'all include 2022 was a record year for mass shootings. And who was the president? Nah, y'all not gonna do that. Y'all gonna blame the Republicans, right?
That's what they do. And they'll vote for the people that were in office during those time periods.
Facts.
86%.
Mm-hmm. In New York City, 21 kids were fatally shot in 2021, a significant increase from 11 young victims reported in 2020 and the 5 before that. Well, damn. So you went from 5 in 2019 to 21 in 2021. Who was president? Them 2 years don't even add up to the 1 year. Who was president?
Sleepy Joe.
All right. But there you go. That's yeah. That's interesting. If y'all like this content, share, like, and subscribe. You know what to do.
Hit those likes.
Yes. Oh, Boyce. But Boyce Watkins, I have a question, sir. I just saw a tweet that I don't like the way you worded it. Now, Rob has not seen this.
Let me see it.
We're going to show it to you. And then we're going to go analyze something that will be quite interesting. I'm gonna see if people remember this. Tabernacle. So Boyce put this up almost an hour ago. Today in Dallas, I'm going to explain to parents how to ascend your child against the poor virus. Our kid model formed by our economic scientists in the Black Business School guarantees that your child won't economically struggle, but you have to plan ahead. This is our last Black Wealth Summit, and it's sold out. But feel free to join us for the All Black National Convention in Atlanta, October 20th. You're going to explain to parents how to V-word your child against the poor virus. Boyce Watkins, why would you word it like that? Knowing how those words, those two V words, are with people nowadays, why would you do that?
Right.
Why didn't you say insulate, sir?
Here goes my thing with Boyce, right? As far as like from the stuff that you've shown me and like what he's saying here.
Mm-hmm.
Has Boyce ever just kind of come out and laid out what it is that his plan is? Because like, see, here's my thing. You were talking about like, you know, him appeasing his white subscribers and all that. My thing is with him, and this is how I look at it. It's just me. If that's what you're going to do, if that's your mission, if that's the subscriber base and people that you plan on creating content for, that's fine. More power to you. I wish you the most success. But what I don't understand is why haven't you drawn a dividing line? You don't really need to come at us with white supremacist tropes that you know are a complicated explanation, and you want to try to sum it up to make it sound palatable for people that might look at your tweet and use us as the butt of a joke. If you're not making content that is, you know, specific to us as an audience or the people who would be concerned with the matters that you're talking about in it and as part of your audience, you know what I'm saying? Like he needs to draw a line. If you ask me, like, what's your mission, what's your vision, who is your target audience, and what are the topics that you plan on talking about? If you're just talking about financial stuff and XYZ and you're not really on the side of anything, you just, you know, want to say certain things and sound a certain way every now and then, I think he should be fair to his subscribers and to his listeners and let them know that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. He doesn't. He's not a good qualifier.
Yeah, I agree. Torian said he drew a grifting line. Facts.
True. I don't get this. But yeah, and Flournoy, good morning. And everybody else that's in here, good morning. I have a question for y'all. I got a question for y'all. Did y'all know that somebody mega famous got it, Boyce? If y'all knew this, put a thumbs up in the chat. If you did not know this, put a thumbs down in the chat. Somebody super famous got it, Boyce.
Oh, wow.
But before we do that, I'm sorry, Boyce, but I got to do it.
There you have it. Next morning, and I got a pretty nice sized coon in this trap. This is the trap that I set right on the smack dab in the middle of the trail.
You read that right, folks, that you see on the screen. I think this is when the griff happened.
Uh-oh.
I'm not casting aspersions. I might even be wrong. I think this is when the griff happened.
Uh-oh.
Lizo responds to social commentator who said she owes fame to obesity epidemic in America. Keep my name out your mouth and look in the mirror before you come for me, Lizzo said in response to Dr. Boyce Watkins' remarks. Nigga, how did you get cooked by Lizzo?
What did he say to Lizzo?
I ask again. No, I can't ask it. Boyce, Boyce, you said some Lizzo clap back at you. You ended up on NBC News. Nigga, when you got the alert, was you like this?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Yeah, that's
Her
exactly.
and a fan sound like they cooked you, sir. Let's see. This is back in 2019. Nigga, you got cooked before Christmas. How you get cooked before Christmas? Boyce Watkins, how you get cooked before Christmas, sir? Then they loved you so much, nigga, they updated it on you. Nigga, you got cooked before Christmas. I ain't never been cooked before Christmas a day in my life. I tell a lie. I got cooked on Christmas, but never before Christmas. Come on. You let Lizzo Claus give you this work. Okay, let's read. Lizzo responded on Monday to do they still have the tweets up? Oh no, we got to play the tweets first. We got to read the tweet first. So here's Boyce's tweet on December 20th. Lizzo, hashtag Lizzo. Popular is because Lizzo is popular, Negro. Oh my God, This Negro can't write. Lizzo is popular because there is an obesity epidemic in America. Rather than encouraging people to do better, we are simply lying to them and telling them that they are just fine the way they are. Unfortunately, many of these people are dying from diabetes and heart disease. Okay, Boyce Watkins. We don't get at Lizzo because she's big, sir. We get at her because she's allowing herself to be exploited.
Right.
She is the modern day Hottentot Venus. That's why we don't really rock with Lizzo like that. We don't care that she's big. Sir, we were on Kelly Price for years, sir, before the diet. Ruben Studdard was the man before he lost weight. We still love Luther Vandross, but we knew he lost the step when he lost the weight before he died. We love our big people. We just don't like it when they become big coons.
Right.
It's not that hard of a concept. Again, it's what I said at the beginning. We'll tell you one time. You don't want to listen, FAFO. Okay. So you wrote that tweet, sir. Lizzo found the tweet. I don't know how. He didn't tag her like a pussy. He didn't tag her.
Somebody probably sent it to her.
Well, the hashtag was probably trending that day. Right. I don't know because I wasn't on Twitter back then, but she saw it. I'm popular because I write good songs and I'm talented and perform high energy hour-and-a-half shows filled with love. Well, that is true. I will give her that. She don't ever look winded, but still. The only person who needs to do better is you. Keep my name out your mouth and look in the mirror before you come for me. Here's the attention you ordered. How much did the tweet get? God damn. Okay, boys. Let's see how much Boyce's tweet got again. I'm trying to see something. 16,000. Okay. 4,864 quotes. Sounds like they cooked you. Lizzo's got 354,000 likes. Yeah, it sounds like. Oh, here we go. He responded. How you respond on Christmas Eve, Negro? Why didn't you respond to her the day of, Negro? Well, all right. I would never disagree with the fact that you're extremely talented, but you are naive if you think white people will be buying your records if you are also not overweight, raunchy, and fulfilling a racial stereotype. Many black people are uncomfortable with your performance. Why didn't you write this first?
Can you read that tweet again? That last part?
Was like 1 sentence, 2 sentences. But you are naive if you think white people would be buying your records if you are also not overweight, raunchy, and fulfilling a racial stereotype. Many black people are uncomfortable with your performance. What the fuck? You see how he lies again? Nobody knocks Lizzo's performance, sir. Right. We knock the fact that she is Hottentot Venus for white people. We've never said Lizzo wasn't talented. We just say, listen, we prefer you lose some of the weight because we actually care about you, sister. But you know what? Do you? Right. Just don't embarrass us.
Right.
And we cooked her when she went to the Kennedy Center and did the flute on Thomas Jefferson.
Man, what was up with all that?
And the twerk. We gave her shit for that because he was doing too much.
Doing way too much, bro.
Right. But we never knocked Lizzo's talent. But we also know that Lizzo ain't for us.
Facts.
We're not her core audience. And that's okay. That's okay. If she thinks white people are going to give her more money, that's fine. But Boyce, my question is, why didn't you write this tweet first?
Right.
You went and took a shot at this girl for no reason. You brought up the fact that she's big. I dare say that your response was a lot better than your initial tweet.
Right. Like you said, he should have led with the response.
I'm like, Lizzo, you're extremely talented. And, you know, we're supporting you. But I feel as though that that you do these things because because I feel you're doing a racial stereotype.
Right.
I think you would have had healthy conversation. You basically called a fat woman fat to her face. And now you're wondering why she's punching you.
Right.
Or she's sitting on you and telling you to take it back.
And then he tried to cover it in morality.
Many black people are uncomfortable with you swindling. Jesus. Jesus. Niggas brought up the lawsuit. Boys.
See?
I'm surprised he left the tweet. I'm surprised he didn't lock his tweet.
I remember when he was going at it with Kwame Brown. Somebody in the comment section had put that he was going at it with Kwame Brown. I remember that. And after Kwame had cooked him, there was a long time where Boyce had his comment section locked down to where you couldn't comment at all.
This was Boyce when he thought he was doing something impressive. This was Boyce when he put up the tweet.
This fat son of a bitch is going to trial us all out.
Calm down, okay? All right?
He's fat. I'm going to...
Then when he saw then Lizzo clapped back and it looked at him.
One more thing. Bye-bye, bitch.
Then his response was like this.
Be nice. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
Boys, how you get cooked? How you get cooked before Christmas?
Yo, what's Stephen A's son's name that play on the Celtics with the hairline? Last name White.
Oh, Royce White?
Yeah, Royce White. I seen his hairline. I was like, damn. I was watching somebody that was playing a YouTube video or something like that, and it was Charles Barkley was talking about what's his first name?
Who, Royce?
Royce White. Talking about his hairline looked like Stephen A. I was dead.
Hey, I don't think Boyce is going to the expo.
Oh, RG Titan said it's Derek White.
Oh, Derek White. Royce White is the conservative that left because he didn't want to take an airplane.
What?
Yeah, he was in the NBA, Royce White.
Yeah.
He had anxiety. He didn't want to fly.
Okay.
So then they said, okay, we'll put you on a tour bus to these cities. And he still didn't want to play. So they said, fuck it, get out the league.
Oh, I ain't even know.
And now he's a conservative. and he went on, he's been on Alex Jones a couple times.
What was he saying on there?
You know, same shit about the vaccine and all that shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Boyce ain't at the expo. He must have taken what he was going to pay Boyce and pay Kiki Wyatt. And Eric Benet. Shout out to Eric Benet. Allegedly. Because I saw a flyer that said Eric Benet going to be there, but allegedly, but whatever. But I hope whoever goes, y'all have a fun time. Take pictures, live stream it so I can be jealous, and fuck you. But yeah, Boyce, you got cooked. And white people showed up and cooked you. I agree with you, Dr. Boyce. The only reason she is popular is because she makes a fool of herself in front of white people. Not all black women wear thongs in public or refuse to go to the gym. Okay. You don't know what Lizzo does, sir. I'm not going to assume that.
Right.
I'm not going to assume that. She was out of pocket for what she did at the Laker game. She was out of pocket, and we cooked her for that. But, yeah. Did you get cooked? Except I'm white and I liked her and listened to her before I knew what she looked like before she was really, really in the limelight. So now what? How you let this white girl cook you, sir? Fight back. Fight back. Thanks for stopping by. Nigga, fight back. She got more likes than you. Fight back.
Oh, man.
Her response is more saying than his criticism, though. That's a bit much. But back to the article. So I'm interested on how they tried to spin it. Where is it? I'm interested. Lizzo responded on Monday to political and social commentary. Damn, it was on the page. Anyway. Let's see. Watkins was criticized by some Twitter users after posting a tweet that said, whatever you. He continued, many of these people are dying from diabetes and heart disease. His tweet was liked more than 3,000 times as of Monday afternoon. Some agreed with him, including one Twitter user who said, we should not encourage the obese lifestyle. Nobody's encouraging it, but all right. That's the left, but okay. But many others suggested that Watkins was fat shaming Lizzo, and his tweet highlighted a double standard between how men and women are viewed and treated. I didn't know. Maybe you could tell me, Rod. You were a little older. Do we treat fat men and fat women different?
I think everybody gets roasted.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen a fat guy get a pass.
Yeah. Nah. Only unless it's like a fat guy that recreates himself like Heavy D or, you know what I'm saying, Notorious B.I.G. or something like that. But like aside from that, like, nah, everybody getting roasted.
Yeah, you could rap, but you still a fat ass nigga.
Right. I mean, even they roast themselves all the time. You know what I'm saying? Biggie used to do that all the time.
Facts. All right. Fascinating how I never see tweets like this about DJ Khaled. You know why they don't see those tweets about DJ Khaled. But all right. A Twitter user wrote in response to Watkins' remarks, referring to music producer as publicly documented his weight loss journey. Great for him. Lizzo, whose real name is Melissa Jefferson, why you putting her whole fucking... They put her whole fucking government out there. Maybe she don't want to be called Melissa.
Grimy.
Was recently named Time Magazine's Entertainer of the Year. Time said the breakthrough singer rapper represents something new. I still have never heard Lizzo rap. Can she rap? Where are the Lizzo fans in the building? Can Lizzo rap? I've never heard Lizzo rap.
I've never heard her rap.
I want to hear Lizzo on a track rapping. But all right. Her sound is relentlessly positive and possibly catchy. It ain't catch me yet. Singers that synthesize pop, rap, and R&B with hooks so sharp it feels like they've been in your brain forever, the magazine said. Her lyrics are funny, bawdy, and vulnerable. Reminders to dump whatever idiot is holding you back and become your own biggest fan. Okay. Do your thing. Earlier this month, Lizzo wore a cutout dress that exposed her backside and a thong at a Los Angeles Laker games to twerk while the team's cheerleaders performed to one of her hits. She later responded in an Instagram live video to critics. Never ever let someone stop you or shame you from being yourself, she said. This is who I always been. Not everyone's looking at it, and your criticism can just remain your criticism. Your criticism has no effect on me. Ma'am, you did that on a Sunday afternoon where it's traditionally for the kids. And they banned you. And again, we cooked you for that.
Right.
The only people that were on your side were the ratchet females.
Did you hear about when they quote unquote tried to cancel her because she said the word spaz?
Hold on. Who's kicking people out?
Somebody got kicked out.
She said Miss Jazzy says she's trying to be nosy and y'all and white YouTube keep kicking me out.
YouTube acting dumb.
The Nightbot the Nightbot's on some bullshit. Don't trigger the Nightbot. If you're putting excessive emojis in there, the Nightbot gonna snipe you.
Is the Nightbot out here sniping people?
I think he might be. Yeah, I think the Nightbot's sniping her. But yeah, Boyce, how you get cooked by Lizo, man? Come on. Fight back, nigga.
Come on, dog. Come on.
Come on, man. How you get cooked by Lizzo, my G? We don't
And her
get cooked by
fans.
Lizzo.
And their fans.
And her fans. Well, we understand the fans. The fans are you gonna get cooked by them fans, but come on.
Right.
You don't get cooked by Lizzo. Ain't Lizzo from Detroit?
Is she?
I think she's from Detroit. Is she from Detroit? Then that makes sense. But boy, she from Chicago. Y'all supposed to roast back.
Right.
But then again, he in Kentucky. You might not know how to roast. I'm just saying. Where's my come on, dog?
I
got so many
I know
clips.
you was looking for it.
I got so many clips, man. I can't find. I got so many clips.
See, I'm just about to get me one of those roadcasters so I could just hit the button.
Facts.
I ain't about to be looking through all them
Well,
files. That's why I don't do none of that.
I tried that with a soundboard and the thing. There it is. I tried it for one time and it don't play through. So I'm like, whatever.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man. Now y'all going too far, man. You going too far, man.
Going too far.
Come on, Boyce. Boyce.
He went too far, man.
Huh? I want to analyze this one. I just saw this tweet. I want this analyzed. Since the red pill is dead, can we bring the B1 pill up in here?
Nah, you said the red pill is dead. Yeah, no doubt.
Boyce wrote, people don't think relationships are important, but consider this. Your ability to get along with another person can make the difference between living below your means versus struggling to keep your head above water. Two people paying for one place to live is a lot easier than each person having to cover their own expenses. Relationships are a key to economic survival. Nigga, you're in a marriage. Why are you talking about relationships? See, y'all don't. Oh, man.
I ain't messing with you, KG. I ain't messing with you, man.
Oh, my
Not
God.
today.
Sir. I think differently. I'm sorry, folks. Negro, you're in a marriage.
I mean, if he in a marriage, that sounds like all the other red pill coaches.
You know we're in a downward spiral with marriage rates out here, especially in the black community. Why are you talking about relationships? You're supposed to be encouraging marriages. You're in a marriage, sir. You're in a marriage. Why didn't you say people don't think marriages are important, but consider this? Your message would have went farther than almost 5,900 views in 4 days. You might have even went viral. They would have got off the chick who put on the tight clothes and her ass be jiggling.
Well, remember he took that vaccine for the finances, so he wouldn't have gone viral. He was giving that away at his little seminar or whatever, that vax.
I don't understand this. Nigga. I might have to put that one in the rotation. Nigga. Come on, boys. Here we go. Speaking
His
of that,
relationship talk was getting him cooked. Remember, like I forget what it was that he said. I think he said something about Kevin Samuels or something back in the day. I can't remember, but people was cooking him because of the relationship stuff.
I'm not. You know what?
I think O'Shea.
I'm not even gonna cook Kevin. I'm not even gonna cook him because I understand what he was doing. A lot of his shit, it's common sense, but I ain't even finna cook him.
Nah, yeah,
because his advice ain't for me. That's why I never got into Kevin Samuels. Like,
KS,
I respected what he did. I never, because I was in a marriage.
Right.
So I ain't get it. But
yeah, I got a classic archive of Kevin Samuels roasts.
Oh, I'm sure you do. So he snuck this him. You snuck this nigga after he died?
I didn't even know about that.
No, don't do that. Boys, don't tell me you did that, sir. Boy!
was good,
Oh
everybody.
hell no, I ain't playing no O'Shea.
That's all you hear. The was.
I ain't playing. Nigga, you snuck this nigga after he died. You ain't shit.
I was about to say, if Boyce Watkins did it, O'Shea made a video about it. You know what I'm saying?
I like Kevin Samuels, but are women doomed to die alone for not taking his advice? Nigga. Listen, if you listen to Kevin and used his advice, shout out to you. I mean, his relationship advice, shout out to you. But I mean,
did Boyce ever make any videos about Rolo or Fresh and Fit or any of these other cats out here?
Find that. Oh, we can easily find.
Like, bro,
out,
you made a video
Let's
about
go.
Kevin Samuels, and that was your only video. Like, come on.
I think this will be the last thing before I get into Twitter things, because I had a lot of Twitter things and I clear my shit out.
Torian live right now, or premiering the bed bucking examination of Jim Clyburn.
Yeah, you know that's like 30 minutes. You know that's like 30 minutes.
You know he embraced villainy. You know what I'm saying?
But let's see. You said Boyce Watkins and Rolo.
Rolo Tomasi. Let's see if he did anything about Rolo Tomasi. I bet you he didn't.
Modern Life Dating. That's not him.
Yeah.
Salutainment. Rant on Boyce Watkins. You let BGS cook you? Come on, sir. Come on, sir. Why red players should never listen to simps like Dr. Boyce Watkins. Well, you know why he ain't gonna call out Rolo.
Why is that?
Because he know his incel fans gonna come over there and fuck with him.
I mean, you just gotta. That's just the thing that you deal with.
Umar cooked you, sir. Of course he wasn't. There you go. He ain't gonna say nothing. I bet you he said something about old just paying tethers.
You think he said something about that one there? Just racist things,
sir. Oh, Boyce.
He didn't say nothing about her.
I don't see it, unless he put it in a live stream and try to hide it because he knows she might try to flag his fucking.
What's
video.
that one with Anton Daniels?
Step baby daddy Boyce Watkins tried to give men same advice as
man. You got
Steve
cooked by
Harvey
Anton
simping
Daniels,
for
bro.
black women.
You got cooked by Anton Daniels, bro.
How you let Anton cook you for 20,000 views, my nigga?
Oh my.
Boyce, fight back.
Dog. You going too far.
Fight back, Boyce.
What's this one? Colonization with Boyce on it, and then it got
said, what is her Anton and Boyce have in common? I don't even want to play it. How you getting cooked?
That thumbnail is hilarious.
I get two bald-headed black men in between a white girl, nigga. And I'm bald-headed. I'm offended by this.
That's crazy.
Boys.
People get torn up on thumbnails, man. People sometimes the thumbnail tear you up worse than the video will. Oh man.
Okay, so your last video was about 80% of black people think Joe Biden's a white supremacist.
We shouldn't always think about white supremacy, right? Like if we deal with a president, we just shouldn't assume that he's a white supremacist, right, boys?
Right. I mean, he does call out white supremacy. Does that make him a white supremacist?
Right.
Why so many rappers die broke? Boys. Okay, boys. One last.
He got cooked by Anton Daniels and Lizo. Like, no, I don't know if there's anybody else that can say that.
Okay, you said nothing about the platinum plan, sir. What? Actually, you know what? Let me not put that. Let me put contract with Black America, because you were on it, sir. So I want to see what you said. Okay, so you did get to talk to Ice Cube. Okay. Okay, say less. All right, very good. Wait a minute. So you talked to this man, and then you did a breakdown of what you talked about? Huh?
You trying to run that AdSense. I ain't mad at him. I'd have done the same thing. I'm finna react to my own video. Shoot.
That's retarded. That's retarded shit. I fuck with you though. That's retarded shit.
You know what I'm saying? That's dumb as heck, but I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, why not?
Wow. Look at this. 1.2 thousand views, and that was like the hottest story ever. And they got 86,000 subscribers. Fam, this should tell you that black folks were really hating on this shit. They were really hating on Contract with Black America and the Platinum Plan. This right here should tell. How does a channel with 86,000 subs? Okay, even if it was 2 years ago, they had to been at least at 50.
I'll tell you how. Isn't that All Access Hip Hop or something like that? What's the name
Hip
of
Hop
that
Uncensored.
Hip Hop Uncensored. Yeah, them people ain't looking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Aside from Hip Hop Uncensored, they probably seen Ice Cube on the thumbnail. Was like, let me check this out. Seen that it had to do with something political and skipped on to the next video.
Well, at least they kept the likes dislikes positive. All right, whatever. All right, shout out to you, Boyce. You done fucked up again. But let's do this Twitter things and close out this show because I got so much in there. And since I have a guest here, aka co-host, we gonna laugh. We gonna laugh. We got a lot to laugh at. We got a lot to discuss. But let's get into Twitter things. All right, y'all know how we do Twitter things. I curate videos over a week that'll either be funny or make you think. Now, this is probably like 3 weeks worth, but we're gonna get through it quick. So this is the first one. I just found this morning. Hilarious. This is the model minority, by the way. Shout out to the model minority. Now, they filled the car up with nitrous oxide. Laughing gas.
What the? Where? First of all, where did they get it? And second of all, why did they do it?
Oh, they got it from Hector, remember? With the spool engines. Yeah, he got it from him. Let's see how this ended now. That's a nice car. I can tell by the interior. That's a nice car. I do see the cum stains on the seat, on the headrest, though. I do see that. But all right. Maybe it's the hair grease. But let's see what happens. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Foundational hello. Didn't Boyce and Scrappy have a show together? I'm sure they probably did. But yeah, there's that. They cooked.
Wow.
Here you go.
Calling me a white supremacist is equal to that, and that is wrong. I think there's a lot of concern about Jamal Bowman. So, and I am concerned about it. I feel threatened by him. Well,
I feel I remember I did this story yesterday.
I talked about that idiot too.
You feel threatened by a black man, but ain't no racism, right? All right. Let's see what old Breonna Joy Gray said.
You shouldn't have called her a white supremacist if that's what occurred. I don't think that's a fair description for.
Well, he has a right to call her a white supremacist, and people can object to it and think less of him or not remember him.
She's objected to it.
Yeah, but there's no, he can describe her politics and her views the way that he thinks is appropriate, and she can advocate. She considers that as akin to using the N-word. I think that if she thinks those kinds of words are similar in weight and meaning, that she should go ahead and use it.
What do you mean by that?
She should go ahead and say the N-word.
Well, but she's saying she was not well.
He malfunctioned, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't know how to process.
He said, yeah.
Cameron Jones, Cameron Jones. Now you know you're wrong for that. And you're going to get the treatment that you deserve for that damn comment because you know you're wrong for that. You know you're wrong for that. Yeah! I like that comment. I like that comment. Hibachi Honda, you ain't shit.
Wow.
Oh, white man crying
7 times.
I'm not making fun of him. I'm just saying it's weird to see a white man crying online.
Over the course of
really?
the last.
You know Matt Walsh has a YouTube channel, right?
Fuck that man. Don't make me go after that man.
I'm just saying.
I might go after him again.
6 years, dude. The VA has continued to let me down.
Yes, sir.
I just want some continuity of care with mental health providers. These doctors keep quitting, they keep switching. And then the one doctor that I really liked, who talked me off a ledge the last time, refused. I had a split because they fell in a network, and then they came back in a network. So I went the last 2 years dealing with my own demons myself and trying to hold it together. And then come to find out, it's like May. It's like late May, and he denied taking my case back. April 12th, and I'm just finding out, dude. And now I gotta go back to some new doctor, and then I gotta open Pandora's box again because they're gonna want to know everything, and then I'm gonna have to live through work and do that for a month. I just want some continuity of care, dude. I'm fucking so tired of it. I just want to be able to talk to the same person and have the same individual manage my goddamn meds. I've been off all my medications for 2 years. I've been doing it on my own, man. I'm just white knuckling. I'm gripping.
What did he say?
Jesus.
He's saying that he's been off his meds for 2 years because he hasn't had continuity of care. And the one doctor he had that actually understood it, they took him out of the network, so he had to pay for half of it, and then they put him back in, but he won't take the case back. So he's just like all the way fucked up. But yeah. Sucks. That's watermelon he's deep frying.
He's deep frying some watermelon? Whoa.
So what he did was he deep fried watermelon and then put popcorn kernels in there. So he made watermelon flavored popcorn. Let's move on.
Let me ask you a question. Would you do that?
No. I have grilled watermelon though and put vodka on it. It was fucking good.
Yeah. I mean, that's different. Yeah, throw some vodka on there.
This shit, no. Why would I want watermelon flavored popcorn?
Right. What kind of vodka you put on there?
What was it? Absolute?
Okay,
yeah, regular Absolute.
Yeah, Absolute. All right. Absolute. All right.
Shout out to the UK. Whoa, he threw that phone down the high street. We're gonna look at that again. Yes, son. Watch that phone. Watch that phone. Go get your phone, critter. God damn. Jesus, he threw his phone again.
They wilding over there all in the middle of the street.
That horn is pissing me off.
It's terrible. It's unbearable.
Again, everybody told him to go to fucking work. Oh, yes, you're going to like this. Breaking lawsuit has been filed that alleges the state of Massachusetts published fraudulent coffee venereal disease mortality statistics, rigged death certificates for profit, and covered up potential coffee venereal disease vaccine deaths. Yeah, let's get that. Shout out to New York.
Next time someone asks me what's my idea of a good time on the weekend, I'm going to tell them it's coming to Pearlie's wash tub. Yes.
You heard that name right.
What?
Pearlie.
Pearlie's wash tub?
Wash tub. I'm starting. Yeah, see? Pearlie's wash tub.
Oh, it's a laundromat. Okay, I got you.
Oh, it's not only a laundromat.
You got a bar in
the window.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right in Crown Heights.
Oh, in Crown Heights in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we used to have a laundromat like that in the school that in the city that I went to school in, that I went to college in.
Cameron, I think they were protesting. What was it? I think it was it workers' rights or some dumb shit? I don't remember, but he wasn't having it. He was trying to get to work.
Yeah.
But here we go.
My idea of a good time on the weekend. I'm going to tell them it's coming to Pearlie's wash tub. Yes, this is a laundromat / bar. I actually am blessed enough to have laundry in my building, thankfully, but I decided to schlep my laundry down here to Crown Heights. Okay, schlep my laundry on the bus, mind you, just so I can come here and have a great time. And I kid you not, it did not disappoint. Okay, my laundry in my building is not free, so I was gonna have to pay either way. I figured I might as well come and support this Black-owned business. They've been open for about 6-7 weeks. Since I was new, I got my first laundry card. This is perfect. I can just refill it. I put $10 on it, and it ended up being more than enough to do my laundry. I did find one of the dryers. I'll put a video.
Hey now.
Well, that's what's up. I didn't know it was a Black-owned business.
Yeah.
Of the owner kind of explaining prices and how everything works. I was struggling a little bit, but I did remember that they put the instructions right up at the top, and there are plenty of people to help you. Once I realized that my laundry was set,
she really pulled on this motherfucker.
I made my way over to the bar. And the bar area was packed. I love to see it. I'm actually not even convinced that most people were here doing laundry. If you come, you can just come to the bar at any time. But if you are coming and actively doing laundry, you get 10% off your tab. They also have a really nice outdoor space. You can sit out here. They're just still working on sprucing it up for summer. You could also pay to play music. There was music playing the whole time, but if you want something special, this was my front row seat to watching the Knicks lose, okay?
Watch your fucking mouth. Watch your fucking mouth. So that already tells you she ain't from New York.
That's funny.
Still had a great time.
Might be from Cleveland.
I also did get a drink. Can't remember what it was. I think it was like a pearl something, but I also got a soft pretzel, very yummy, and I got to try their truffle popcorn.
Yes, Lord.
They've only been open 6 to 7 weeks, but the food looked really good, so I'm definitely coming back here just to try the food. By this point, I had forgotten about my laundry. Okay, so 2 hours in, I realized I should probably transfer my clothes, and it was just as easy. The machines are so quick. I think it's because it's a new laundromat. If you are looking to do your laundry quick, with the quickness, highly recommend coming here. I was here for 3.5 hours, and it probably took me 30 minutes to do my laundry. Highly recommend you check them out.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, no doubt.
Shout out to him. I got to put this in the rotation.
You can't make this shit up.
That needs to be a soundbite right there.
Oh, yeah. No, this is going in the rotation.
Yeah.
Now, who has seen this story? Who has seen this story? A road rage incident in Oaktown. Where my Oaktown people at? Shout out to Black Voltron. Where my Oaktown people at? We actually have an update with this story. Hold on, let me. Actually, I have that one open.
Fuck you, nigger! Fuck you, nigger! Nigger! Fucking nigger!
There you go.
Get on, nigger! Get on, nigger!
I mean, we need Boyce's brilliant assessment on why that's racially motivated.
Oh, he ran the wall like NASCAR. He hit
That's
the
what you
wall
get.
like NASCAR.
That's that karma. That wall is anti-white. You know what I'm saying?
That wall is undefeated.
Facts. He hit the wall hard. You know what I'm saying?
But did y'all know that he was an abuser and a predator? Did y'all know this?
The guy that was driving, he was sounding like one.
Yeah. I was trying to find the video, but there was another video where somebody pulled up. It's pull up summer, folks. Somebody pulled up on his house. He had police outside.
What?
Oh, he had police outside
To protect him?
I guess. Oh, they arrested him. Here we go. Here we go. We've got an arrest. Go ahead, Raj Matal. Tell us what happened. Where's the sound, goddamn? Where's the sound? There you go. Go ahead, Raj.
New information tonight about a racist road rage incident. The CHP says its investigators tracked down the driver after a video was posted online. This is the video that sparked the investigation. It happened Tuesday on 880 near Hegenberger in Oakland. That's right near the Coliseum. The driver yells the N-word at other drivers before trying to ram them, only to crash into the wall. Today, CHP arrested 61-year-old Tracy Blackwell on charges of assault with a deadly weapon with the hate crime enhancements. He will be in court next week.
We are going to keep our eye on that story, family.
Yeah, no doubt. That's what should happen all the time. We need to start a GoFundMe for that family and get them to $1 million and make sure that somebody calls them a hero that has a lot of ears that can listen, because that's heroic. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see the power of Ogun? They didn't even have to hit that man's car. Power Ogun said, "Not today." Right into the wall. Yes, we got to get that family. No, we got to get that family $6 million because that's what they gave Uvalde. Got to get them $6 million.
$6 million, facts.
And their own documentary.
Yeah, no doubt. Where were they at? In Oakland, California?
Oaktown.
So, yeah.
I mean, $6 million goes a long way in Oaktown.
Surviving Oakland. They're surviving Oaktown.
Surviving the Bay.
Surviving the Bay. Facts.
Yeah, I'm sure Black Voltron got stories. I might bring him on one day, see if he can tell me some stories about Oaktown.
Oh, yeah, come on. Black Voltron, cool.
Yeah, here we go. Now, this is a story that was going on with DeSantis down in Florida. Because, you know, he did E-Verify and all the illegals ran. So this man, he is an inspector, and he said, let me go look at their work. Because somebody asked him. Let me see what they say about his work. These motherfuckers put the windows on the outside to open the window.
You got to put it up on the screen, bro.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I thought I did. My bad.
So
my bad. Yeah, so like I said, this guy was an inspector. And in Florida, checking these illegals' work.
Here's the answer to that challenge. Can't open up the window, but you can from the outside.
These motherfuckers put the window to open it on the outside. And you know it's already sealed. So they got to break the seal and redo it.
Aha! I got it. This ain't wrong. This is for brother man. Brother man can come in
that's
the
for
house
brother
now.
man. I usually had a crib to myself around this. Remember when he said that? Remember when he said that when he was sitting there eating the sandwich? Mark was like, "Bro, man, what you doing in here?" He was like, "Sorry, Ma. I usually had a crib to myself around this time."
See, that's what this is. I didn't get it till now. Y'all saw it happen. It hit me while I was recording. That ain't right in my hood. That ain't right. I guess this is right over here, though.
Fact. I mean, once people move in, you got to rob them. Surviving the suburbs.
You're surviving the suburbs, bro. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Now, y'all see this. Y'all wondering why this face is here, right? Well, another example of F around and find out.
Ooh.
This photo was taken in a zoo in New Delhi, India, moments before this white tiger dragged this man by the neck into his den where he eventually killed him. The whole fiasco lasted for about 15 minutes after the man who tried to climb up the fence to see this rare tiger up close slipped and fell into the cage. I think we need to set up a give, send, go for the tiger. White people, that's how y'all get things done, right? Y'all gonna set up a give, send, go for the white tiger? Now we know if this was a goddamn regular orange tiger, we know y'all gonna want the tiger killed.
Right. Oh, if a polar bear killed a black person, bro, that polar bear finna be the logo of every sports team. Facts. You know what I'm saying? It's a hero. They're gonna the bald eagle just is out of a job now. Now the whole United States national animal will be a damn grizzly bear.
Fact. I'm from the tri-state area, New York City. Fam, they be talking about killing black bears every year to control the population. Are we on it today?
My milk of magnesia.
You koofy niggas. Y'all not outside protecting the black bears up in Jersey. You koofy niggas. Where y'all niggas at? The fuck? But them polar bears, boy, them polar bears got a fucking Coca-Cola commercial.
Got a Coca-Cola commercial, bro. They got movie deals when they on the Polar Express too.
Yes. Do you know when Happy Feet came out, they said he got to be white? And I said, no, he black because he ain't get a sequel. I might tell a lie, though. They might have got a sequel. They did get a sequel, but nobody watched it. But all right. He did, and that's you can tell the God Vishnu how you fucked that up.
He's smoking on that Tiger pack, I guess, then on that picture.
Facts. Hey, who want to learn about woke?
Is that Bethany Mandel lady teaching the class?
Hell nah, it's white people. Let's see. This is Conscious Lee.
That's that. There you go, right there. You got your wish.
Let's see.
Out the shirt. What do you like about Donald Trump's shirt? And what does it say? It says what goes woke goes broke. It says everything woke turns to shit.
He don't even know what's on his own damn shirt. He couldn't even recite what's on his damn shirt. He asked you point blank, what does that shirt say? And your ass wrote that.
Cleveland Browns. What's on your shirt? Cleveland Browns.
Boy.
Oh man.
And y'all wonder why I did that show. Say the white voting bloc is gonna doom us.
And what does that mean? Well, actually, you want to read it again? Everything woke turns to shit. You like it? What is woke to you? What is woke to you? I'm asking you because you're wearing the shirt.
That sound like Rolo last night. What's high value mean? What do you think it means? Motherfuckers, you said it.
Douche nozzle.
Douche nozzle. Oh my God.
Oh man.
You said it's woke. You with it. What does woke mean? What do you think it means? No, motherfucker, you're not going to trap me in your own trap.
We already saw that one lady, and then Professor Black Truth roasted her. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is anytime. Anytime. Yeah. See Torian down there, just like Bethany couldn't recite what it was in her book that she probably didn't even write.
Oh my God. Jesus. But let's continue.
What's it say on your shirt? I don't know. You tell me.
I believe it though. Oh, your shirt says I love black people. Well, that's not true. Well, it says that on your shirt there.
I didn't buy that trash. The wife must have been playing a joke on me again.
Yeah. The wife just bought me this and she covered up my eyes and put it on. She said, don't even bother going in the mirror. Just go outside.
Right.
Well, what race is your wife? She Latina. Uh-huh. All right.
Right.
Me and her gonna have serious discussion when I get home.
Oh man.
It's anti-white, you know that. Woke is anti-white, pretty much.
Woke is anti-white.
The shirt. What do you like about it?
Woke is anti-white.
How does that work for white LGBTQ and white immigrants and all of that?
I don't fucking know. They're gonna doom us all.
You know what? Let me shut up.
By the way, nature is tired of the Kardashians. And their supremacist buddies. They really tired. Now, I don't know where the hell this is, but they got attacked by some bees. Just like that cop. Just like that cop. I don't know where this is. I'm assuming America. But yeah.
Ooh, is the V? Stand still, stand still. Stand still. Stand still, stand still. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Don't do that.
Run where?
Oh shit.
Now watch him. He gonna stand
my boss,
there.
there's so many bees. There's so many bees.
And you gonna stand there, jump
There's
in
so
the
many
lake.
bees. In my ear.
Jump in the lake.
I'm getting stuck. I'm getting stuck. I'm getting stuck.
Get in the lake.
I'm getting stuck.
Why didn't you jump in the lake? Why is my mother calling me? Can you take over for 1 second? Black light. He disappeared. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
I can
sir.
hear you. What's good with it, bro?
What's going on? What's going on? But listen, I had to come up here and actually respond to that one where you're talking about the one where they was asking about woke and they couldn't define it. I noticed that when he said that woke is anti-white or anything anti-white, well, I'm gonna expound onto that, because what I noticed is that they will include other people or other stuff, other white people into that. What they really want to say, but they don't say, is that anything that's anti-white heterosexual man.
Mm-hmm.
It's really what, if you get down, that's really what they want to say. That's really what it is. Just like, look at all the stuff that they talk about. I've even did a video where I said, have you noticed that whenever they say anything is quote unquote woke, they never include the white heterosexual man in that at all. They don't include anything else but that. Just go and look at the rhetoric and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Right. And they tie that in with that whole, with their quote unquote attack on masculinity that they talk about.
Exactly, because the white heterosexual man is supposed to be the alpha, the top dog, the top alpha male. Anything else is beneath it.
Right.
And I do mean anything, and I do mean any, especially the black man.
Absolutely. That, and see that right there ties into all of that red pill dating content too, in a whole long different discussion that we would have to have about that. But that has a lot to do with that and that whole high value model, which is one of the reasons why Rollo refused to define it the way that it actually, the way he would actually define it, because it doesn't have anything to do with all men. It has to do with white men, aka Chads,
exactly.
Which is why his book goes into talking about Chads, but that's neither here nor there.
Douche nozzle.
Yeah, I was actually listening to the business last night a little bit. I have to go back and listen to what the callers were talking about, because that's where I cut it off.
Don't do it in the car.
Because I had to leave out, but
don't do it in the car.
Go back and listen to the callers part. Huh?
Don't do it in the car.
Oh, because it was on people. It was some idiots calling up.
Chicago was off cold last night. You got to go call up Afro, like, let's go regulate your people. Chicago was not on their best behavior last night.
I had heard one person was calling in and they was talking some BS, but like I said, I had to cut it off because I did end up having to drive, and it's probably a good thing that I did cut it off before I started to drive.
Boy, when you hear that Great Lakes champion calling, you're gonna pull your hair out. No, don't do that, because you're going to the expo next week. Don't do that.
Yeah, I remember that caller.
Oh God. But we got more.
No,
Go Go ahead.
But wait a minute. I had sent you. I had put a link in the chat of a video that's a recap posted that I had wanted you and Rob to see. I don't know if you saw it yet, but that video was more. Rob, you were gonna love this one. This black man embraced true villainy.
Oh yeah,
in that video.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what? Then shit. Let me go get this video for
Yeah,
Tori.
we
Let
gotta
me
see
see what
that.
this is while you still here. Let me see what this is. Let me see what he talking about. Hang on. Let me see what he talking about.
That's hilarious. I got a feeling somebody got their ass kicked.
Wait a minute. Give me something. Wait, let me go get this. Yeah, we can play this.
Oh man, we got to start a GoFundMe and get old boy $1 million and remind
now
everybody
y'all
every opportunity that he's a hero.
Oh, I want to see this. Wait, let me see. Open link in new tab. Oh no, let me see what this is. It said, wait, now I can't see it. What the fuck? It says I can't say. Hey Rob, can you pull it up? Because it's telling me I can't.
Put it in the back chat, and I'll try to pull it up real quick.
I don't know why it's telling me something went wrong.
Okay,
here you go. Oh, see, Torian got that newfangled indicator. You hear that shit? That shit sound like I got money.
Yeah, right. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
DSA, you got to listen to the business last night. Like 3 Chicago callers, and one of them, he stood on with that man for almost an hour.
Oh, you got it. You got it up.
I sent you the link.
Oh, okay.
I can't pull it up. No, I was talking to DSA about what happened in Chicago. Chicago was off code last night. One of them came in trying to defend Rolo and got cooked. The Great Lakes champion came in and started saying, he said Cameron, he didn't know Pink was not considered masculine, and Cameron had a bigger influence than 50 Cent in 2003.
Yeah, that's wild.
That person sounds like they were probably born in 2003.
I will say this for him. The only positive thing he did in that whole exchange was he did not go on Zoom.
Yeah, it was some people getting cooked last night.
So is this the tweet? Let me see. Yes, this is the tweet. Oh, yeah. No, we saw. Oh, wait. I can't play that. I got violence. I can't play that. I don't want to get my thing.
But you said you saw it?
I saw it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw
Rob, did you see it?
No, but I'm definitely gonna watch it though.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's funny as hell.
I'm definitely
it's funny as hell.
I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm gonna put the link to it in the chat so that people
put that
can
in
check
there.
it out.
Yeah, y'all got to watch that.
We've been a hashtag this villain.
I would also say, like, when you watch it in its regular like speed, and then watch it in slow motion. The slow motion makes it even funnier because you can see because you can see the reaction on the guy's face after it happens more better when it's in slow motion.
That is too funny.
All right, let's see. What did the Democrats say that triggered white folk? Let's see.
That they ran out of Duke's mayonnaise.
I proclaim the name of the Lord Jesus Christ over the capital of Texas. I stand against Islam and the false prophet Muhammad. Islam will never dominate the United States, and by the grace of God, it will not dominate Texas.
That's a Karen right there.
I like that.
Woo!
It's an all-American Karen.
That sounds like a woman that is trying to go on a meth binge.
Or either already has.
Or just got off one.
Yeah. Her pipe's still hot. You know what I'm saying?
You know they're gonna dox her.
Which one? That one right there?
That white woman. The one that's just talking.
These people be coming up with some crazy notions. How is Islam going to take over Texas?
I think because they have an exploding Middle Eastern population coming on down there, especially I think Dallas. That they starting to be big down there. But still, we at the capital. They still can't take over. It's y'all and black folk. They got decades.
Where that one sound drop that you got? It waffle them law day man. That's what she needed.
Oh yeah.
And folk, Them white people lost their mind.
She needed that one while being carried away.
Facts. All right, so we got this: a cat versus a bat. Who won? Get some. Get some.
See, that's what that bat get, playing around and shit.
So that was Batman when he don't want to commit to Catwoman. She said, "Come in." Hey,
that's
this
us.
is the
No,
lineage.
that cat with that bat is us catching reparations. You know
Facts.
what I'm
Except people try to come after the cat after, like, leave it alone.
Right.
Leave it alone. But yeah, here we go. Ooh!
What the hell?
Yeah, one more time.
Was that a kid?
That was a kid, and I think the kid was black.
What the tweet say? What the caption say?
A kid gets trampled by the Queen's Guard. My sister went to England first day in. Ooh. A black kid got trampled over. Okay.
Man, you would think that more people would be talking about that. That's crazy.
Oh no, it's England.
See, look,
remember, there ain't no racism in England. That's what the Black British told us. Ain't no racism over there. That's why they come here to get all the roles, because there's no money over there. But ain't no racism. They feel included over there in the Queensland of Great Britain.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right. Cool. I'm sure you'll see her on Piers Morgan.
I'm sure if anybody says anything about it, it'll be woke, and somehow the kids were a threat.
Right. The kid was going to go assassinate the king.
Right.
All right. Here you go. Shout out to the sons out there.
Come on. All right, turn around. Same. You turn, come on. Wait a minute, you going to take me to the mail? That's the cut. So you can put it in your name.
See, that's the towel. I'm going to put it in your name. Go ahead. Shout out to the sons. Fuck all that. Go ahead. I'd have put the key in the mailbox though. I'm like, what is key for? Like, you see down the street? Am I? Yeah, that's yours.
That's gonna be Rob when his kids get him a villainy challenge.
Ah, right.
Facts. Now, who want to laugh? Y'all gonna laugh. Y'all gonna laugh.
Uh-oh.
Shout out to the quote unquote unwhite supremacists. Bye-bye.
Oh.
They went down to where Splinter and the Turtles are at. Now they about to get a whole movie. Let's watch it again. Oh, bye-bye.
There's a lot of different ways that you can talk about that.
Slow motion is even better.
Do it on slow motion.
Let me see if I can do it on slow motion. I've never done it on Twitter. Oh my God, I could do it on Twitter. Let's see.
There it goes.
Surviving the barrio.
Man, that's crazy. Surviving the backyard. I ain't trying to be funny. I am not trying to be funny. But they were jumping on the ground like they were trying to do exactly what happened.
They didn't see the cracks. They did not feel it soft under their feet.
It looked like they trying to kick a hole through the ground, and then they did, and they wouldn't.
Now they are down there in the upside down with Vecna.
Jesus.
Like, have you ever heard
Kid Gravity? You gonna laugh at this one?
Did you see the video? Well, Rob or you, did y'all see the video I did on Natalie Jean Beisner yesterday?
Yeah, I saw your comment. Yeah, I saw the video. Torian, why'd you go after Rocky Dennis like that? That's a beloved character.
I gotta catch up on your videos, Torian. I haven't seen the last couple, but I'll probably catch up on them tonight at work.
The reason why I asked is because I had posted up the video, and I always put the description up there.
Yeah.
Well, apparently she got wind of what of just the caption alone, and she wrote a whole damn diatribe on her page to her followers, getting upset because I called her a failed actress.
Oh wow.
Like she literally harped on just me calling her a failed actress rather than the bullshit she said.
What was her name again?
Natalie Jean Beisner. She looks like an uncooked chicken nugget.
You look like an uncooked chicken nugget, nigga. Wait, maybe she blocked me. I don't know. She's not here. I think she blocked me. I don't know how she blocked me. I didn't even say nothing to her. Wait a minute. How did I get blocked? Wait a minute. This can't be right. Wait, let me go to your video. Maybe I spelled her name wrong. If I got blocked for not even saying nothing, that's going to be the greatest thing ever. Maybe she did block me because I went in on her that one day. Let me see.
Yeah, if you ain't blocked now, if she ain't blocking you then, you can be blocked now. Tori just called her an uncooked chicken nugget, man. That was funny as hell.
You said it was a whole diatribe?
Yeah, can you see her page?
Yeah.
Okay, just go scroll down her page and look at the part where she's talking about being a failed actress. That's the tweet right there. She didn't tag me in it, but she saw the tweet that I posted.
Somebody retweeted something. Hold on, it says you can't complain about being forced to pay me something for neither of us had anything to do with. Okay, she retweeted that. Okay, a whole bunch of people retweeted your shit. You can't tell us we can't comment on reparations. It doesn't work that way in a democracy. When the hell is it a democracy?
We didn't get a chance to comment on slavery, so why should they get a chance to comment on reparations? Are you serious?
Yeah, I think they're serious. Let me see.
Oh yeah, they did serious. She's in another one of those echo chambers.
Oh, I found it.
Okay, you see how long that tweet is? She got more triggered at me calling her a failed actress than me debunking the shit that she said about reparations.
I fail to understand this leftist attack that I'm a failed actress.
Leftist?
He's not a leftist. They always go to leftists
because that's code, man. You know what I'm saying?
But the funny thing is, she's an ex-Democrat.
Yeah, see,
it literally says it right there in her bio, ex-Democrat.
You just walked away 3 years ago, man. You're still a Democrat,
right? That tells you right there.
You have been an ex-Democrat, not even a full cycle.
That tells you right there who they're talking about when they say "quote unquote" leftist.
Yeah, black folks.
Black folks.
I left Hollywood for many reasons when I was still very much on the left. I remained on the left for several years after. So you're a failed actress. That's okay. You're going to reinvent yourself. Just like Candace Owens. She's a failed racist, and now she's going to be a racist for real. And I got to go get her. I'm going to do that probably Tuesday. I got to go get her.
Oh, what'd she do this time?
She said that she doesn't mind being called a racist.
Who is she? Who
is she? With the City by Karen situation.
Why would anybody call Candace? Is Candace
because she's on her side?
Oh, I mean,
of course she is.
Right. Let me shut up. That's one of those moments where, I don't think that anybody would ever look at Candace Owens as a quote unquote racist, because as we know, only white people can be racist, and they definitely don't see her as white.
She's definitely a Black Karen.
Right. Oh yeah, she's a Black Karen for sure.
I told you to call her Blakeisha, but you said no.
I won't call her that because that's too ethnic, and she's not ethnic.
That's true. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do when she finally gets her wake up call? I am definitely putting calypso music in the background. Since she don't want to rep her people, I will do it for her. But let's continue reading this stupid tweet. Was I the best actress in the world? Far from it. Did I have serious training, at least some talent, some success? Yes. Does anyone know who I am or recognize my name? Absolutely not. Would I ever reach celebrity status? Probably not. Would I want to? I really don't think so. Okay, whatever, I'm sure. I walked away from pursuing acting professionally. I still do it sometimes when asked, but my goals and dreams genuinely changed. But what does any of this have to do with you disagreeing with me? How does one get from A to B? I failed at acting, so I decided to become conservative. Is this logic? Well, it's called you need to give people who don't know you context on who you are. Just like if you did a diatribe on one of us, you're going to go back and see what we said and how we arrived to that conclusion. That's what people do. Just get mad that we found out who you are and we don't like it.
Right.
It's very funny when you read it, Kid Gravity, because I didn't even read the whole thing because I'm not reading all this. I just took a screenshot and put it in my Discord and,
you're gonna
and just
let
the people in Discord just go in on it.
You're gonna let us Partorian because she linked you with Brandon Straka. This is nothing more than a rather transparent and desperate attempt to discredit myself and others who walk away and to once again refuse to acknowledge that we might have any honest reason for disagreeing with you. Okay. God bless you guys. I'll be praying for you all. I hope you someday find the strength to debate your opponents instead of taking cheap shots at them.
It's not us that stays away from those people. YouTube shoves their content down our throat all the time. It's those people who are scared to get burnt on ours.
And first of all, I won't want her praying for me because she might actually use the Nemochromicron from Evil Dead.
Oh damn! Well, I'm going to do it for the culture. I don't think you really understand the argument of reparations. I'm willing to do it for the culture. But yeah, that was the tweet. Good job. So that's two big white people you done pissed off.
That I pissed off in like the last week.
Dorian, you got to make videos about that stuff when you do that, so you can have it on the record. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got it.
Oh yeah, because like Kid Gravity know about the other one, the other guy, Emery King. But I did one like last week. He wanted to debate me because I called him out on his racist bullshit.
Oh, I mean,
on tweets that he made.
Right, which is crazy because we
like what would you want? Like what the hell? Like what would we even debate? All I'm gonna do is just like bring back, like show like what you did. All he gonna probably do is sit there and say, "How am I racist? I talked about this person and that person." Probably gonna say I mentioned Dr. King and all types of stuff. You know, the usual stuff that they talk about.
Right now, and then all you have to combat with did you ever play the other speech where he said we coming to Washington to get our check?
Probably not. They never play that.
Right. The only reason he's going to bring you on is to try to trip you up on the reparations argument. That's it. Because he's like, these are one of the most influential people on that side, and they can't even explain why they should get reparations.
Yeah, they trolled my page for a little. They haven't seen anything from them for the last couple of days, but that first day they kept saying debate me. They some of them even started to follow me just so they could keep tabs.
Oh,
it got to that point.
They have to send the big person to debate.
Oh yeah,
like you know what I'm saying, like
the big guy.
Yeah. Like I'm not trying to be funny, but like any of those people, like if I ever get because I'm actually in like some little bullshit talking shit to this cat on Twitter. It's actually fun. You guys know I enjoy doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's this guy, he's saying this stuff, and like I would never debate him now, like because you're just a random Twitter person. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no value being brought to my platform by debating you, who's completely worthless. You haven't even earned a dime in AdSense. You see what I'm saying? But now, like if they were like, you won't debate Ben Shapiro or something like that, and Ben Shapiro was down, oh yeah, let's set it up. We dual streaming just like how we doing right now, because that's actually worth it. But like you know what I'm saying? Like even with Ben Shapiro or any of those people, like none of them have any academic accolades where anybody should like them wanting to debate. That should be just as equal as if we called somebody out over there and was like, yeah, let's debate. But they'll never answer if we do it. It's just they want to try to do it and try to control the message on their platforms with us. You see what I'm saying?
When it comes to Ben Shapiro, I would just ask him one question. I would be petty with Ben Shapiro. I would ask him one question. So Ben, how is that film career going along?
How is the what career?
That film career.
That's funny.
No,
Because the last movie you put out there, it only made like $800.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Well, my first question would be, sir, before we start this debate, can you slow down from 1.5 to 1? Or do I have to like slow the video down so everybody can understand me?
Right.
And they can understand you at normal. I'm just saying. I think he speaks so fast because I think he forgets what he says.
Right. Motor mouth. That's what we used to call him back in the day.
Nice.
I would just sit down at the table with him and be like, man, it's an amazing accomplishment that you had building the Daily Wire. How do you feel after I own you? I'm going to own your company.
No, Rob, that breakdown you did about Matt Walsh yesterday, I'm still laughing at that article. Oh my God, that article was hilarious. My face was hurt. I was in tears. That when I saw that, I need to go find this article. I gotta go find this article, and I found it too.
Did you find
that shit was hilarious. That dude actually sat up on Twitter and said that Karen is a racial slur.
Yeah,
it's a racial slur.
Yeah.
Good.
He said that it's equivalent to the N-word and that white people need to take it back.
We're gonna come out with another word. We're gonna call you Carolyn now, so it's all good.
It's like,
man. And like I said, the craziest part about it is it was white men that came up with that. I think someone said James Cook was the first one to do it in a stand-up he did years ago.
Right.
But yeah, we found another Karen. Here we go.
To be a drummer until.
Get it.
Ew.
Get your drum. Percussion Karen strikes again.
Now, wouldn't that be seen as harassment?
Yes, but she's white, and I say so.
What if he had choked her out from the back?
Or what if he would have knocked in? Or what if he mistaked her face for the symbol?
Yeah,
I think I saw that video before. That's why when I looked at it, I was like, "Oh, I know what this is. I think I've seen this."
They be doing too much. Here we go. Here we go.
So my boyfriend is Greek, and he knows I've been trying to learn a little bit of Greek, but he doesn't know how hard I've been going, so we're going to surprise him. Yasu, baby.
Yasu, baby. Τι κάνεις?
Kala.
Shut the fuck up.
E or T.
Wait. What's going on?
E or T, teach me Tara's innate karaoke.
Yo! I'm practicing. Ναι, το ξέρω.
Pires Doro.
Ναι, λουλούδια.
Oh, bravo.
You know what that means?
Yeah, you got her flowers.
What the fuck?
That's nice. Now, are they supremacists?
To ask that question.
Yeah, but shout out to her. Do your thing. Here you go.
Is that a man?
Go with 16.
Huh?
Oh, I thought that was a man.
Oh, no, that's not a man.
What kind of porn?
That's
do
a
you
pregnant
watch?
chick. Listen to what she says though.
What's CNC?
Consensual non-consent.
What's that mean?
Play rape. Yeah.
She likes.
Wait, what?
She asked to. I'm play it again.
I'm gonna go with 16.
What kind of porn do you watch?
CNC.
What's CNC?
Consensual non-consent.
I'm gonna go with 16.
What kind of porn do you watch?
CNC.
What's CNC?
Consensual non-consent.
What's that mean?
Play rape. Yeah.
Slavery?
No, they asked her what kind of porn she likes. She said consensual, not consensual. What that means is like play rape.
Oh. Weird fetish.
And she's pregnant.
I wonder if that's what she was playing, before she, for the conception happened.
Right.
I guess.
Somebody going to jail.
Yeah. So, of course, it has music. So it says your school had to dress like the Students' Day. Damn, they cooking them already. How the first one out the gate cooking them? They got the slides on. Go ahead. They got on hoodie with pajama pants, then the Crocs, the hair bonnet, another hair bonnet, another one. Look at that. Even the white teacher cooking them.
And see, that's saying something, because now the students can see from the perspective of their teachers how they see them.
Right.
And it's probably like, wow, am I really like that?
Yeah.
Do I really dress? Do I really leave out the house like that? Yes, you do. You really do. Have y'all ever been inside of a Wally World at like 9 o'clock in the morning?
Yep.
Okay, then. You see that at Wally World at that time of the morning.
Waffle
And
House,
if
Denny's,
it's a Saturday, you might see it all day.
Yep.
Facts.
I call those bar hours.
Oh, Waffle House, my goodness.
Right. IHOP can get wild too.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying, IHOP is not excluded. But that damn Waffle House.
Yeah,
listen, it was a reason. It was a reason why when I was in college, because I went to college in South Carolina. It's a reason why I didn't go to Waffle House after a certain time.
Right. Waffle House, it goes down at the Waffle
Because
House.
notice whenever you see a fight video at Waffle House, it's always at night.
Always
at night.
Always.
The club folk, all they wanted was some waffles, bacon, and some hash. That's it.
Yeah.
Y'all do too much. Point of view, your class has been acting up all week for the sub, but now you're back to shut it all down. Hang on. Where is the sound, goddamn?
What's up, man? Ain't heard from you in a while. Where you been? Nah.
They allowing this in school? I not know this.
What gets me is the fact that this woman, this teacher, was actually able to get her students, as young as they are, to literally get literally in sync with that video. Like, how many times they rehearsed that?
Right.
Because literally they had that thing on point.
She even got the little model minority in the back.
But a lot of these kids probably, with their parents, might be on TikTok too, so they know what TikTok is.
Yeah, she probably had to sign a thing for this.
Like an agreement with the parents to do it.
Yeah. Ooh, command me.
Was she coughing on a gerbil?
Oh, you got to hear what she said, brother.
Oh, what's she talking about?
Everything is in context. My mother she would give us a hard time sometimes, and she would say to us, I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
What?
She needs to stop.
She said that shit. Yeah,
She would give us a hard time sometimes, and she would say to us, I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
She's the only one that thought that shit was funny.
Man.
She talking about context. I don't even know what the context is. Your mama gave you a hard time, and you said, what y'all think y'all fell out of a coconut tree? What? This is who y'all were happy is going to be going up for re-election. This is who y'all happy for.
I ain't trying to be funny, but that sounds like that sounds like some racist shit that her Asian mom said, because her mom is
Facts.
Asian, right?
Because they only bring up coconuts with us.
Well, and monkeys are in coconut trees.
Facts. You mean her white Brahmin mama? But
right, because that is what's on the birth certificate, ain't it? White.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Part of your world.
What song is that?
Who's my sister?
Little Mermaid.
Thank you.
Okay. I was gonna say Under the Sea by Larry the Lobster. Right?
Larry the Lobster.
Nigga. Do they not do research before they go talk to these people? Or they just that starstruck? They just gonna let it wing?
They don't care. They probably don't know their damn self.
I guess. Here you go.
Cute guy at the gym? Bro, what the heck?
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah.
I just want to say I think you're really cute, and I was wondering if I could get your Snapchat.
Fuck no.
Excuse me.
Nah. I'm good. Trust me. I don't know. You just kind of busted looking. I go for more like attractive ones.
Got it.
What did the caption say? Because I can't read it.
It says, "Wait until the end." That didn't go as planned. They said,
No, I'm talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
white people insults be hilarious because why he told that B she looked busted. She kind of do look like Greta Thunberg though.
Greta Thunberg.
I can tell this was like 2021 or something like that because they still had that mask.
Yeah. Well, you got cooked. Whatever.
Advice you'll ever need in your life, but most of you won't listen because you guys like to argue and complain about stupid shit that is very easy to understand. That person that has inconsistent communication with you just doesn't like you that much. That person that ghosted you isn't a bad person. They just became uninterested or found someone else. Move on, find someone else to text you. If your partner cheated on you, leave them. And if you don't leave them, which most of you won't because most of you lack standards and self-respect, shut up about it. Stop.
Funny thing that she just said that. Now her name is Zoe Sin. She went viral for this. Funny thing about her talking about respect. Guess who she slept with?
Everybody.
Your mama. No, I'm kidding. No, not everybody. Well, I'm sure she did because they say she a porn star. But
yeah, see, everybody.
My man.
You know what I'm saying?
But guess we know this person well.
Is she famous?
She's a porn star. She
Probably
is,
in the streets.
Well, she's famous now because her thing got over like 32 million views.
She a street celebrity.
Yeah, but guess who she slept with?
A politician?
No. That would be all over the news.
Kanye West.
Nah.
Go find.
What if I told you it was Adam 22?
I'm not surprised. That's what he does.
Oh.
Yeah.
That one.
I thought it was somebody. I thought it was somebody important.
My man, we ain't got to play no more. Then there you go. We ain't got to play no more. Now look at this asshole. Watch what this asshole did.
What the hell?
Oh.
Is that real?
That's real.
Really?
No, that's real. He couldn't get through because they had the rope there, and he pulled the ladder away, not even realizing there was somebody on there.
Attempted murder for that.
That was attempted murder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, see, he would have accidentally got rolled into the street.
Facts.
Right.
My nigga, you could have went.
And
under
he's in a
this shit.
wheelchair, bro. Like
You could have went right under it.
right.
Oh, let me guess. That's superstitious. Is that what it is? That's why you didn't want to do it.
See, that's.
Okay. Here we go. Y'all like this. Hey, Jamaica, stand up for once. Motherfuckers, you.
Jamaica is one of several Commonwealth countries taking this moment, the coronation, to rethink its ties to the monarchy. Jamaica's prime minister is in fact leading a push to break with the country's colonial past, to remove King Charles as head of state and become a republic. Ellen Morrow is reporting this morning from Kingston, Jamaica.
This is Emancipation Park in Kingston, the capital of Jamaica. And that statue there behind me is a tribute to the hundreds of thousands of people stolen from Africa and enslaved on this island for centuries under British rule. So as preparations for the coronation are going on in London, this country is getting ready to ditch the monarchy. The government here planning to hold a referendum with the goal of becoming a republic and removing Charles as head of state by 2020. 2025. And it's the painful legacy of slavery that's driving that movement. We've been here for several days talking to lots of people who've told us that removing Charles as head of state is important for Jamaica's future and its identity. We talked to a group of students on their last day of high school getting ready to be this country's future, and this is what they told us.
It further pushes Eurocentric ideals because I feel like we'd like to have our own Caribbean identity, and I feel like the presence of a monarchy really impedes that.
Are we really emancipated if we still have a head of government, a monarchy, which is honestly archaic in nature?
It's not just about cutting ties and removing Charles as head of state. There's also a demand here for an official apology from the royal family, which was linked to the slave trade from the very beginning, and for there to be reparations for all the suffering inflicted on this island and for the immeasurable wealth that was taken from it.
We plan to petition the king and to seek reparations through that petition, because as the Queen and now the King's subjects, we suffered injustices, and they were responsible for us.
Independence is. My thing is, y'all did this last year. Why now? Y'all had the document last year when the Queen was still alive. Now that the king is arisen, now you wanna get balls. I ain't gonna knock it, but I'm gonna keep my eye on it. I'm gonna see how fast that goes away again. But I'm gonna move on. Go ahead, Snoop. Tell them the deep dark secret.
Actually, those moves are actually what helped to usher in hip hop and make it what it is on streaming today. So, from that perspective, I think we're well positioned. With my history at Apple, our ability to plug into physical in the way that we can now, like no other company. Just seeing exactly the pie chart of streaming in the United States, streaming globally. It's an exciting time, really it is, I must say,
It's exciting, but streaming got to get their shit together. Because I don't understand how the fuck you get paid off of that shit. Can somebody explain to me how you can get 1 billion streams and not get $1 million? That shit don't make sense to me. I don't know who the fuck running the streaming industry, if you in here or not. But nigga, you need to give us some information on how the fuck to track this money down. Because 1 + 1 ain't adding up to 2. That shit don't add up. And I have to say it. Because that's the main gripe with a lot of us artists, is that we do major numbers with streams and this shit, but it don't add up to the money. What the fuck is the money? When I first came out, my records would sell based off of physical. If you sold 1 million copies, that means it's $9.99, $9 million. You get this percentage. That's what it is. So if I sell how many streams, how much money do I get? It's not being translated, and it's not working for the artist right now. And I just want to speak to that. In the music industry, that's fucked up. And we need to find a way to figure that out. The same way the writers are figuring out. The writers are striking because streaming, they can't get paid. Because when it's on the platform, it's not like in the box office. In the box office, if it does all these numbers, you may get an up. Oh, it did this many, here's another check. But on streaming, you got 300,000 hours that somebody watched your movie. Where's the money? And I know I'm going off a script right now, but fuck it. This is business. Yeah. This is business.
Snoop, that's why they're willing to pay y'all so much money up front. Go look at the budgets of some of these projects on Netflix and Hulu and all that. That's serious money. Those are movie budgets.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Look, for instance, I don't know if y'all watched the show Stranger Things, but I can tell that season 4, that budget was through the roof. I know Netflix probably threw a lot of money behind just season 4 alone, especially in volume 2. And the reason I say that is because 2 of those episodes were as long as movies. Like one of those episodes, like over 2 hours long, and that was just an episode. That's movie length right there. So I know that they was throwing a lot behind it. But he ain't lying about that streaming though. That's why they do the streaming, so they don't have to pay you that much.
Exactly.
Right.
They don't want to pay you the residuals off the back end. I mean, fuck the Arrowverse. They were talking about with the Flash just to do the CGI was like $3 million. Just for him running, it was $3 million.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they have this because you know the writer strike, you know, it's been going on since May and it's still going on now. They have this annual award show on MTV called the MTV Movie and TV Awards. It used to just be the movie awards, but then they incorporated TV into it. Usually it always airs in May, but because of the writer's strike, they just mailed the winners their award and just told them to make a video, and they just compiled the videos together as one and uploaded it to their channel.
Yeah, because the writers ain't
Writer's strike because they couldn't write a script to make a show.
Right. All right, Snoop, you got more? Let's see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? This is a room full of business people, and somebody may hear this and be able to do something about it, so that way the next artist don't have to struggle or cry or try to figure out how to get to his money. Because some of these artists are streaming millions and millions and millions and millions of fucking streams, and they don't got no millions of dollars in their pocket. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah. Talk that talk.
Well, another thing these writers are striking about is AI and the use of AI by the studios to write scripts, let's say.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Drake and The Weeknd. We recently saw, an AI version of a collaboration between those two. Of course, Snoop, dying to know your thoughts on this.
Well, I got a motherfucking AI right now that they done made for me. This nigga can talk to me. I'm like, me and this nigga can hold a real conversation. Like for real. Like it's blowing my mind because I watched movies on this as a kid years ago when I used to see this shit, and I'm like, what is going on? Then I heard the old dude that created AI talking about this is not safe because the AI's got their own minds, and these motherfuckers
is he talking about Stephen Hawking's?
Mm-hmm.
Snoop ain't shit, man. This motherfucker ain't shit.
They don't even realize they're creating Skynet. They don't even realize it.
I think they know. Okay, so check this out. They already had these scenarios all the way planned out. Like, have you ever heard of what an artificial general intelligence is?
Yeah.
Like artificial general intelligence is like a third generation artificial intelligence that's supposed to be able to have an entire composite knowledge of all known human history and human knowledge, as well as all known knowledge of the existent universe. And in addition to that, it'll be able to control nanotechnology. I mean, it'll basically be like how Lucy was at the end of the movie, or how like Johnny Depp was like at the end of Transvirgins. You know what I'm saying? Which is which that particular issue goes into like my whole theory behind the way that we view reality is, which is a whole nother topic. You know what I'm saying? But I think that AI is I think it's going to cause an existential threat. But at the same time, though, it's not something that I'm worried about. It's not something that I really care about. If AI happens to, be the next evolutionary step in what is the quote unquote, determining organism of the world, it is what it is. Humanity shouldn't have created it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw, but there's a movie coming out in September called The Creator, and it's starring John David Washington, who we all know that's Denzel Washington's son. Basically, it's one of those movies of humanity fighting against AI after AI went wrong and dropping a nuke on Los Angeles. And basically, the source of this is a child who is who's part human, part AI. And in order to save humanity, they have to kill this child.
So then AI did the right thing. And see, that's that stuff that I go into about AI coming up with those decisions that sound crazy and nihilistic, but like what did AI do wrong? It eliminated the threat. But you see what I'm saying? But then like in the movie, of course, that's a bad thing because humanity is thinking with emotions and it's like, well, we can't lose all of these people in LA, but artificial intelligence is going directly to eliminate the threat and stop the spread of any subsequent threats. So boom, take it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. AI boy.
What are you guys' thoughts on AI? What do you think about AI, Torian?
I actually got put onto something that actually allowed me to use an AI generator to create reels on Instagram. Like for instance, when I did my videos, sometimes for example, I had a video that was over 20 minutes long. As a matter of fact, it was one of my most recent. It was the Black Massacre series that I just recently did. And that video was almost 30 minutes long. And I had put the link to the video into the little generator to create it into a 1-minute reel. And in it was able to pull out one of the most important parts that I was talking about in that video. And it gave a new title, it gave a description, it gave a rating, and it gave a reason as to why it was rated so high. And it was breaking down like the most important parts of it. And it was able to do that in like less than 5 minutes. And it's crazy because the video is almost 30 minutes long and they were able to pull out that one important part and give it and give it captions.
Me, I don't trust it because I don't trust the people that are creating it.
I'm indifferent about it. I don't expect it to be honest. I don't expect it to be anything. I literally just expect it to be math. You know what I'm saying? And like sometimes math can be crude.
Yeah.
You know?
They even using AI even in the schools, like with the students. I forgot what they called it. It's like helping them when they make it, like when they're doing papers and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be the new thing. AI generated term papers. That's going to be big business.
After all in Texas, they have the first fully AI generated McDonald's.
Yeah.
They got a whole drive. They did another one with a Wendy's. I forgot what state it was in, but it's not fully AI, but the drive-through is.
Yeah. And your boy Rue said, did she just admit that AI is writing movie scripts on one of these movies been translated? Yeah. That's why that's part of the writer strike. They want AI to be regulated.
Yeah, AI has been writing scripts for a long time. You guys heard about that whole thing with FN Mecca. Like AI's been like this is not anything new.
Yeah, it's just been highlighted now.
Yeah, like this has been going on for like at least the last 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, did y'all not watch The Fifth Element?
Right.
I'm gonna be honest, that's one of my favorite movies. Some people give that movie flack, but I actually love that.
No, The Fifth Element is dope. That's like classic, bro. Like that's like a comic book type movie, like actually come alive. Like The Fifth Element was dope.
Mm-hmm. Hey, who wants to hear what Al Sharpton, the Informer, said?
I don't want to know what the conch had to say. I swear him and Terrence Howard used the same product.
The conch. Sound like a Dick Tracy villain. You know what I'm saying?
The Conqueror.
Regret is coming too late. When he was there on the ground choking Jordan Neely for what we already know is approximately 15 minutes. 15 minutes choking him.
Bruh, how do y'all still watch this video and you see that part right there and y'all don't say this was... Never mind.
We've done some research and we found out that 35 to 45 seconds in a hold like that makes someone unconscious. 15 minutes is 20 times the amount of time that it would take to render someone unconscious. That's how long Daniel Penny held Jordan Neely in a hold like that. And the police who showed up had access to Daniel Penny right there, the killer right on the spot, had access to every witness that they needed to question. This is an open and shut case. It's a foul ball. It's a ground ball. There's no need to extend an investigation, so to speak, to determine that this man committed a killing and should have been arrested on the spot. I don't want to inject race into it immediately, but I'm telling you right now, if Daniel Penny was black and he choked out somebody on the platform or on a train, you have to wonder whether or not he would have been arrested, whether he would have been detained. Up until this time, there would have been no question, no need for that man to be walking around. I mean, come on, this is ridiculous. The family has had to deal with this, wrestle with this day after day after day, and nothing's been done about it.
I still want to know why the family let Al Sharpton give the eulogy.
They always do that, and I don't know why. And that's the thing about it. Like, whenever there's a situation where something like this happens, and there's a funeral about to happen, I just know somewhere in the back of my mind, Al Sharpton is about to tiptoe into the vicinity of wherever the funeral is going to be had.
Right.
And he's going to get up there, and he's going to say whatever, and then he's going to make it political. Then he's going to mention something about the Democrats, and mention something about voting. He does it every single time. This guy's like a wind-up toy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think that is so disrespectful because that's not a time when you should be making this into a political thing. Like,
Facts.
this family lost a loved one. Just keep it on them.
Right.
Keep
did
it
the
on
same
the
thing with
subject at
Tyree
hand.
Nichols.
Exactly. That's the other one like that came to mind when he did that. What he did there, and I'm saying like, oh my god. And no, but when they had Kamala Harris there, I was like, oh god, the fix is really in.
Right.
Yeah.
I said this, God forbid, if I happen to pass before he does, do not have him speaking or anywhere near my funeral.
Right.
I will wake up out of that coffin.
It smack everybody. Smack everybody.
Right.
At the very least, my soul would leap out of that coffin. And it'll be over after that. I'm going to be like Patrick Swayze in Ghost.
Now, why you want to be a white man?
Not in that sense, Gary. You know what I mean.
Yeah, no, you got to be like this, brother.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Well, in the Torian brain way, it would be I'm putting PPPs on all you bitches. But yeah. So Fox News talked about the reparations meeting. Had Black Voltron featured. Shout out to Black Voltron. But they brought somebody on to talk about reparations. Let's see what they say.
They did a bad job at it too.
Let's find out.
John Wolka is the director of the Center for Economic Opportunity at the Independent Women's Forum and joins us now. Patrice, why even stop at 200 million? Why not go up to $1 billion or $5 billion? When does it stop, Patrice?
It
Good morning, Todd. It seems like there's no cap, no end to this demand.
Peep the name.
What's her name?
Patrice Onwuka.
Yeah.
Interestingly, the reparations task force in California, they've come to the conclusion of their 2 years of work, and their report is going to deliver some pretty mind-boggling numbers. Not going to be enough for some of the activists that we've heard. Unfortunately, these are budget-busting numbers. The state of California, you would see, I mean, the numbers that they're floating would be 2.5 times or more the size of the state's budget. That's huge within itself.
You mean like the 2008 financial crisis? That was a budget buster. It's funny when it comes to black people, it's always a budget buster. What's 1.2 million per black person in California? What is that? That's literally middle class in California.
SBE. Doing math to them and they act like they don't understand.
But notice how the guy who was interviewing her, he said, why stop there? Why not just go to $1 billion? Like, when does it stop?
I mean, it would, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so funny when they ask those kind of questions, like it would stop exactly where she said, like she didn't say all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just.
It goes back to what I've said before about how we are the most pocket watch people on the planet.
Right.
Like their hands are always in our pockets. They are always watching everything when it comes to finances. And the thing is, like, they went from talking about how, oh, black people, they just gonna spend it on jewelry, shoes, cars, and all this other stuff. But then when black people say what they're really gonna spend it on or what they're gonna do, they're still watching that as well. Like when I did that talked about that Stu Peters, when the black people down in Atlanta had brought a community and put a bunch of tiny homes there. And he asked this question: is segregation coming back?
Your boy Rue brought up you're true, Torian. Your boy Rue brought up a very good point. Conservative estimates say that if a 7.5 earthquake hit California, especially LA, they're looking at $250 billion in damage. Trust and believe they're going to find that money.
Or they're going to find the money like how they did with Daniel Penny and making him a multimillionaire overnight. They found the money then.
Mm-hmm.
Or the GoFundMe they can, or the money they contributed to Sarah Jane Comrie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Katrina got $1 billion plus in a telethon.
But that's that expecting any kind of ethics or morality or any kind of, like false delusional expectations and ignoring the pattern of how those people been. You know what I'm saying? Like there should never be any kind of, if you ask me, any kind of expectation to expect them to ever do anything that would be proper or make sense. So when we bring that kind of stuff to the table, we're going to get the same thing that we always get: trolling, laughing, people saying, oh my God, just make it $1 billion, because they can do that. And how are we going to stop them? We got to stop them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's the only thing you should be worried about. That's the only checks you should be worried about. Cutting them.
Exactly. Anything else is absurd.
Uncivilized.
Facts. Just like their
But she got more. She said more. You think she was done, family? She ain't done. Go ahead.
That's going to be a cost borne by taxpayers. But even more than that, the trade-offs. Because when you're talking about giving to some, they're going to be cut. The programs that are going to get cut, they're going to be.
Ma'am, the programs that they have in place right now aren't working. So that would be great. Cut them. They don't work.
Right.
This woman is on a payroll to get paid a good amount of money to tell a particular audience of people what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Health programs, mental health, policing.
They can take care of that. They can take care of that. They can take care of that. Continue.
Social services.
They can take care of that.
Welfare programs.
They can take care of that.
That will serve not just Black Californian residents, but all Californian residents.
Fuck them.
And so you're saying, well, let's redistribute this wealth from one generation to another.
If we're gonna do stuff to
see what she just
everybody,
did? Yeah, I heard what she just said.
Mm-hmm.
Redistributing wealth from one generation to the other. What's the problem?
If we're gonna
exactly, they tell on themselves every single time. Like I said, give them enough rope, they will hang themselves. Give them a mic loud enough, they will say, let them keep talking, and they will eventually reveal who they are. They're basically telling us that we are not worthy of creating generational wealth. Again, us having wealth, us as foundational Black Americans having generational wealth as a collective in any capacity, no matter where we are in this establishment, is a threat to them. They know it.
That's why we got to produce our own generational wealth and be ready to be extremely savage to protect it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes make examples out of people.
That's exactly why it is exactly why I do my weekly series, because all of that right there is talking about the generational wealth that Black people were in the process of creating, but it got destroyed for just about anything. As a matter of fact, when y'all hear the one that I have coming up this upcoming Wednesday, which is out of a city in Florida, of all places, again, it will show to you how savage they were to Black people just because Black people wanted to do a very small humanity type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just a very small thing that they got threatened by, and they had to just completely savagely destroy that.
Yeah.
She got a little more, though. She did a little more cooning.
You can't tax taxpayers enough, and you can't tax businesses enough before they flee, and you leave you with a huge tax bill on your hand.
Sounds
That's
like
what Ukraine is. Okay, my bad.
No, but it sounds like if they leave, that sounds like a whole bunch of assets.
Now, here's the thing. Like, this is what people need to start putting into the paradigm. What would damage California worse? California paying black people reparations, or what black people would do to California's economy if we don't get reparations?
Facts, because
like, do you
y'all
want your
just gonna leave?
Right? Like, do you want your GDP to get tanked and there be a minor currency, crisis there? See, like, that's the kind of like, see, if you're doing stuff like that, and it's like, oh my goodness, like, the reparations bill failed and it threw California into a depression for the next 5 years because all the black people moved out and stopped spending any money in California, and it created a huge vacuum in the economy, and we can't have that kind of crisis ever again. You know what I'm saying? That would leave a lasting impression of maybe you want to think twice before you start trolling. See, then we could start hitting them with the history, with the shame, blame, and explain. Like, yeah, you remember when we did that last time? Now we're about to explain, and you better listen, or else we're gonna do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I told old boy the other day. I was like, listen, they had opportunities every year to talk about reparations and cut that check, and every year they skip past it, the bill goes higher, the interest
Exactly, interest. Oh, before you go any further into the video, Kid Gravity, I applaud you for having the patience of a monk, for dealing with that person who obviously, I don't know if they touched a bug zapper or what, but that person was completely off the hinge. Like, not to forget unhinged, he was off the hinge. I don't know what that was. My goodness.
That was him. That was him. Exactly what I said. You won't stand on what you said. Because he even said it when he was yelling at me. I do these videos for me. I was like, okay, sir, that's great. You can do them for yourselves, but you're not teaching nothing. You just talking. And you don't like it when people stand on you. That's what he's like. He was like, oh, I have 100 videos done on me a day. Yeah, because people find your video ignorant. And you should be able, as a person who's a content creator, we all get criticism.
Right.
You shouldn't run from your criticism. Never.
And then on top of that, I peeked in his minstrel rant. And when I say minstrel, I'm not saying minstrel.
I know exactly what you was talking
about. I just had to say it like that because some people get it mixed up. So yeah, in his minstrel rant, he said that he got banned off of TikTok 12 times. I'm like, maybe that's a sign that they don't even like your rhetoric, or a lot of people have been complaining about you. To get kicked off 12 times and continue to go back and regurgitate the same thing is going to be 13 soon.
Right.
And I told him what's going to happen when the U.S. government bans TikTok, because Montana just did it. It's not going to hold up in court, but they have now a framework. What if they really do it? Where you going to go? Because you already say you ain't on Twitter like that. You ain't coming to YouTube, because YouTube is worse.
Right.
Because people going to take your video and they're going to do endless amount of content on it.
Endless.
And tag you in the shit. You're going to ignore it? There's only to a certain point on YouTube you can ignore people trashing your content.
And YouTube is way worse, because not only do you have that, you got the long form content, you got videos that you can post up, live streams, and on top of it, we got shorts built in TikTok.
Yeah.
And the AI can get at you.
Right.
So yeah, but go ahead, do your thing, sir. Do your thing. It's okay.
I don't think that guy actually has hundreds of videos made about him, though. I think that was an exaggeration.
No, I actually looked at his stitches. People stay going at him. And
on TikTok. On TikTok.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think like on YouTube or anywhere.
I'm not trying to be a big YouTube presence like that.
Yeah, I looked up his account actually when I was watching the video. I think he only got like 320 subscribers or something like that.
Because he know if he puts this shit on here. Again, I found his shit in a Reddit thread. Imagine if he put his content here, dude, he'd be getting destroyed every day.
Prager, you might pick him up.
Oh,
they don't want that smoke. They don't want that smoke, because off top, let's just say PragerU said PragerU's hollering at me. I'm gonna send them that. I'm like, y'all want this on your airwaves? He can't even have a logical conversation with people.
Right. But what's interesting about that, though, is it seems like the Republicans actually do like, people like that who are insane, who are ready to fight. Because, like, we had Officer Tatum with Hotep Jesus. And then I don't know if you guys were aware of it.
Now,
I want to say,
Rob, you got to do it right.
Huh?
When I see you, nigga, we gonna be it's gonna be on. I want you to know that. Because you call me on the phone and you saying all this, and then you get on the live stream and you playing this shit. You should be ashamed of yourself. Is that
Black hole, black.
Oh my god!
You see Uncle Hotep back there smiling, man. He ain't
I'm still trying to figure out to this day what was said that made him go off like that.
No, he got mad because he said Hotep Jesus switched up on him.
Oh.
Yeah, Hotep Jesus probably.
That's what made you have your that's what made him have his minstrel ring.
Yeah, they probably got on the phone. He probably agreed. Hotep Jesus probably agreed with a lot of what he said, and then he went on there and he pulled the griff on him. He pulled the griff on him.
Hotep Jesus is a master troll. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure he had Officer Tatum like infuriated. Well, we saw it. He had him infuriated. You know
and I said that's the real him right there.
Yeah.
That's the real him, not that grift that he presents to his subscribers on YouTube. That's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got one for that too.
Where the fuck have you been?
Nigga, what I see you is on.
Yeah, then there's that other one.
Oh, no.
Remember that one, Torian? How did it go?
Which one?
The one that we did on that podcast.
Oh, it's fascinating.
Yeah, that one. It's fascinating. You Negroes know you commit all the crime.
That whole part on the React channel had us all in tears. Like when we kept playing that one part over and over again, and then we slowed it down, we sped it up, slowed it down even more, and it was that was so funny to me.
That's hilarious, bro, because they're all like that, and it's just so funny how white people try to pedestalize them and be like, see, these are the intelligent blacks, like these people are so intelligent and blah blah blah, and like those the ones prone to violence. You know what I'm saying? Like old boy was in there talking about boxing with Kid Gravity. You see Officer Tatum talking about trying to beat up Hotep Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Old boy had a meltdown on that Lapeef broadcast that we was watching. Like, I mean, there was a boxing match that went down. You remember that one Republican guy was somewhere about a year ago, and he got into a literal fist fight in front of a building. Like,
yeah,
what's wrong?
This is who they are. Like, and the thing is, like, they big them up because they'll say things or agree to certain things that they like. But I was like, we're not going to just focus on whatever it is that you like. Let's keep in mind, this is their other side. For instance, we'll even use the Kunstress when she's been dropping F-bombs lately.
Yep, facts.
And like you said, she's a modern woman. Because look at what she did with the whole Steven Crowder situation.
She's from the streets.
Yep.
But, you know.
She's a racist
now. She said she's a racist now.
I said that's exactly why that, and I said she boxed herself so much into a corner. That's why I was so glad that interior designer did not decorate her husband and her home, because this is a white guy, mind you. He says, I will not be. He said, you couldn't pay me all the money in the world to decorate your home.
Or you know what he said.
In so many words.
I know. We can say it though, because it just shows that that's their nature as well. He said he'd rather get paddled on the ass. I don't know why that came into his head. That's a hell of an image. But he said, I would rather do that than paint your house. Than do your house. I would rather do that.
Crazy.
And the thing is, like I said, she boxed herself into a corner because she's been on this kick of white supremacy isn't real, racism isn't real, or at the very least, it's very over exaggerated. So she can't use this person was being anti-black against me for whatever reason. She can't use that line, so she has to try to use another route to try to cover for that. And the crazy part about it is, if you look at some of the comments after that happened, who came from mainly PC, they were trying to say, is this not racism? I'm like, y'all listen to this woman every single day who literally said that she doesn't believe anti-blackness or racism and white supremacy is real, and y'all agree with her. But the minute that it could show that it possibly happened, now you want to say, is this not racism? Like, I cannot. Am I in the damn Twilight Zone?
No.
It's the craziest.
bro.
I'm like, that's the Matt Walsh. That's the Matt Walsh crowd that claims that Karen is a racial slur.
Yeah, that's literally what we deal with on the daily
And speaking
basis.
of Karen, because I know where he got that from, Rob and Kid Gravity, I know why he made that tweet. That's stemming off of that Sarah Jane Comrie, the one at the Citibank bike in New York. That's where it came from. Because guess what? They created a whole GoFundMe account for that woman, and guess what it said in the title? They're setting up money. They're setting up a GoFundMe for her because she was branded a Karen.
She was branded a Karen.
That's literally what it says right there at the top of the line.
See, like my thing is, we just need to start doing that shit. We need to make everybody a millionaire when they're a victim of anti-black racism. That'll take care of two different issues. The first issue to take care of would be the economic issues that it costs, and the second issue that it would take care of would be, hopefully, if the people that we're helping with the money are on the right shit, it'll give Ben Crump some competition because he won't be able to use his services to get settlements anymore because we already have taken care of the person. So now you got to actually do stuff because you got some kind of integrity, not just because you out here grifting trying to be an ambulance chaser.
So Torian about to go off on people, boy. There's a Torian Rage video coming.
Torian about to go live.
Facts.
And no way to pay for it all.
You mentioned the mind-boggling numbers. California's annual budget, about $300 billion. The previous reparations bill was estimated to be $640 million. Now the new bill could be upwards of $800 billion, if not more. In your first answer, you explained where the money will come from to potentially pay for this. Obviously, it's not going to be enough. But the supporters of reparations themselves, where do they think the money is going to come from? Because I can't imagine they think the money is going to come from the areas that you mentioned, and they would still be okay with that because then they'd be losing services. What say you?
Well, yeah. I mean, ideally, they think, well, Black residents would be taken care of. But when you look at some of the proposals outlined, there would be specific numbers when it comes to health for elderly services and elderly folks. That's great if you are a Black resident. And by Black, I mean those who can trace their ancestry to slavery, not Black immigrants like myself.
At least she said one thing perfect.
Not Black immigrants like myself.
At least she was right on that. Very good. You still said some coon shit, but okay, go ahead.
But if you're part of that community and you benefit, sure, you'll get a bump during this first down payment, as they call it. But going forward, that means there are a lot of other Hispanics, Asians, whites who would be left out.
Who cares?
They were left out of slavery too.
Who cares?
Hey, thank you, Torian. You just became a soundbite. Thank you.
Here's another thing. Like, since everybody should be included, how about we have some chattel slaves, non-Black? Since everybody should be included, then that means that everybody should share the experience.
Wait a minute.
That's exactly why. That is exactly why people went in on Gavin Newsom in the last couple of days, because he went from seemingly being on board to when it's now, oh shoot, it's crunch time. It might actually happen. Well, you know what? We don't want to leave anybody out. Bullshit. No, we ain't about to do that.
Okay.
See, they try to finesse, and they're not even good at the finessing at this point because we got them boxed into a corner.
Am I speaking with Torian Rain or Torian Rage?
You're talking to the person that's kind of like on the spectrum.
Say less. White people about to come to our video right now.
And you know what's about to happen to him? You ever see that part of Blade when that guy ran right into the nail gun and he ended up stuck to the wall?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's gonna happen.
All right, let's see the last 10 seconds.
Now, hey, I understand that there is a serious issue when we look at disparities. They exist across a number of different avenues, but is this really the way to get at it?
Yes.
It is.
And yes, ma'am, you from Africa. You can go get your money from Europe. The hell is wrong with y'all? Africa and Caribbean, Europe and Asia got our checks. Let's go get that. Let's go get that. Ain't no reason why Jamaica should not be prospering. No reason. Let's go get that. Nigeria, even though y'all were named after a white woman, there's no reason why you can't go get your money.
It's funny too, because it's like we can produce all these receipts of all these other places getting money. Literally, it's documented. And they have nothing to say about it. But the minute that we say something, then it's like, oh, it's all these stipulations. I said, this is exactly why Black people, we really need to know our history, because what they're doing right now is exactly what they did back then, just not as savage. Back then, they'll just destroy your town and run you out. Now they're doing it it's all legislation based.
But let me hit y'all with this though, brothers. She's so worried about the budget of California going from 300 to 800 billion, right? Where were her tweets? Where was her outrage when that $1.5 trillion infrastructure bill was signed? That don't benefit nobody except corporations.
Corporations, that's interesting. Because believe it or not, corporations are a kind of people.
Yeah.
So if it specifically only benefits corporations, I wonder how far somebody could get taking that to court using that logic. Well, this only benefits a certain group of people because, you know, corporations are an artificial, quote unquote, person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that would technically be discrimination if you wanted to be petty.
Thank you.
Exactly.
So technically we can go to court and block it.
Right. And then to me, and that's the kind of petty stuff people need to be on.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have no problem doing that. Too bad they can't be. Too bad we all can't be collectively on this type of time.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Bro, if I had Lex Luthor money, I would be somewhere in the Cayman Islands, literally making phone calls.
Go sue them.
Stopping legislation like this. Like in Colorado, for instance, there I think some a quote unquote assisted drug use clinic. Yes, you heard that right. Drug use clinic where they help you safely do drugs. They blocked it from being put up. And those are up all over the United States to help regulate the opiate epidemic. Me personally, I would be against every single one of those. Like if I had Lex Luthor money, I would be spending massive amounts of money on political campaigns to make sure those didn't go up. But like the thing is, we don't have business interests and business interest political crossovers that have that kind of power and influence that could actually start like literally going directly at things. Because if we started doing that kind of stuff, all of the woke stuff, all of the attacks, all of that, it would literally stop like instantaneously.
Facts.
And the thing is, they don't want it to stop.
Exactly.
I had to go man, y'all gonna be shocked about this. I had to do my first bed bucket entry on Jim Clyburn today. I was shocked that he wasn't already in the. I was shocked he wasn't already in the Hall of Shame, but I had to add him in there today because it was a video that y'all probably already seen where it was a black man that was asking him about reparations, and he told him, "Hell no, you're not going to get it." Those were his words. He said that. But meanwhile, back in 2021, in December, Jim Clyburn literally sponsored and praised something that was going to the Catawba Indians, another casino.
Right.
There was no hell no, you're not going to get it. No, there was no, oh, we're going to do an education plan. It was no, oh, we're going to do a study, or no, there's going to be some kind of an outreach program. No, it was congratulations. Here you go.
Right.
For a group of people that probably didn't even know who the hell he was up until that point. They probably never voted for him. And it was representative of the Carolinas, but I think it was more so North Carolina. I'm like, sir, you are a representative of South Carolina. You were going to the next state up.
Yeah. But he flies out when the money's right. You know that.
Of course he does. He was another one that was at Howard's commencement last week. So I was like, first I said, y'all got Joe Biden and Clyburn there. I said, it's a good thing I don't know anybody who goes there, because I'm gonna be quite honest with you. The minute that they came up there, I would have like, excuse me, I gotta take a long bathroom break.
Right. Right.
Mail me my diploma. But y'all gonna like this video. This is about minority again.
I have a sponge, like from the ocean. A sea sponge. You use it every day? Not every day, but just when I shower. Well, do you shower every day? No. How often do you shower? Like every 2 to 4 days. So do you feel like you're getting a little right?
I like how she said you feel like you're getting a little right. Interesting way to put it. So basically, she's nesting in her what's the word I'm looking for?
Juices?
She's nesting in not that. She's nesting in her oh my god.
Odor.
No, not that. I can't think of the word. It's the other word for caveman.
Neanderthal?
Yes, she's nesting in her Neanderthalism.
That's hilarious.
You know, her Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis would be best friends.
Oh man, and a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be killing me sometimes when white people be so confused when black people tell them, no, we bathe every day. They be like, huh?
How can you?
And I remember one time I went one time on Twitter, I had pissed off this was years ago. This was before I even started making content. This is probably when I knew I had a petty bone then. And I had said on Twitter to this it was some random white chick. I said, why is it that there's this stereotype that y'all smell like wet dog? Now, mind you, I didn't come outright and say that you smell like it. I said, why is there this stereotype that you smell like wet dog when it rains? She got so mad. I said, what? Got one. She told on herself just with that.
Facts.
Because I didn't accuse her of smelling. Like I said, why is there a stereotype? And she got mad. I said she must be one of the ones.
Must be one of them.
Damn.
Here we go. How may I help you? How may I help you?
Oh yes, I think I'm gonna do y'all general chicken with rice.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get an egg roll with it.
It come with egg water. It come with egg water.
Huh?
It come with egg water. It come with egg water. Egg water.
Okay.
General chicken egg water. I am high. General chicken egg water. Egg water. I guess you go, yeah. I guess you go, 812, so that'll be 812. General chicken egg water. Wait, what's it? What's it? Yeah. I ain't with the general chicken egg water. Egg water. It be ready in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
All right.
Egg water.
Wow. This sounds like two things.
You know,
one, it sounded like a bad version of Lady Marmalade. And two, it sounded like a bad porno.
Right. I was about to say, you know what they could have really done to improve that video? Not made it.
Oh, shout out to the sister. Leg boy. My bad. I gotta be professional. No music.
Oh, she tried to touch your hair.
Uh-oh.
No.
What the what?
They always want to touch their head.
Right, like this woman was in there just taking a personality, like a regular video to post up on her social media, and this random PC woman come in there, and the first thing she wants to do is touch her hair. Now, if she was Sage Still, she would have leaned right in and let her do it.
She was on code.
Yeah, like man, and you in the bathroom too. Like I don't know what you just got done doing or where your hands were, and I didn't see you turn a sink
watch
or a
them
faucet
exactly.
on. Like she might have
and I have had my share of seeing a lot of PC people, especially where I work at, walk out or run out of the restroom and not wash their hands.
Yeah, she might have had to catch the fade, and you reaching for my hair. Like, come on, man.
There you go.
Bruh, tell me why Nike let me run my bot and get like 200 pairs of these new Jordans, bruh. I thought they're gonna resell for so much, but look, bruh, they go for like 50 under retail, bruh. I probably lost like good 5,000 off this deal, bruh. Nike's messed me up. I hate.
Good for you. Moving on.
You know, and he has the best intentions for you. His
Yeah.
plans are to prosper you,
Yeah.
bring you to an expected end, but your life does not.
Ooh.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Let me see what you got under that cap, though.
Bro, we gonna keep this? Nigga, I can't even reach it, bro. This is beyond.
I want to see what's under that cap, bro.
I've always said that some women who wear wigs, have some nice hair under them
She
caps.
don't even need it. Wait, let me look at her ass again. My wife ain't home. That's why I'm going like this.
You crazy.
My man. That's a nice ass. All right. Say less. I want to see what's under that cap.
She handled that shit like a champ, like a true
What she
champ.
did.
Like she.
It was so funny because she didn't freak out. She didn't run off the stage, be all dramatic. All she said was, "Oh,
Right.
oh shit." She was like, "Nigga."
Right, like man,
Like,
she killed that. Like she killed that. She handled that shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Let me see what y'all got on Gordon Ramsay burger.
Let's make a delicious Wagyu burger.
See that
What you
egg
say,
was
Rob?
that egg was way too dippy.
Yeah, he did a over that looked like over hard or over easy.
Yeah, no.
One thing I will say about Gordon Ramsay. Now, I never watched the show Hell's Kitchen, but I've seen comp videos on YouTube. This dude is an equal opportunity offender. He literally is like he's literally if Al Bundy was a chef.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay is wild. He
Be going in on people, and not only just the people in the kitchen, but he'll go in and the people in the dining room.
Yeah,
that should be hilarious.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay out of pocket, bro. Like he don't care. Like he's a wild dude.
His favorite words are "fuck off" and "donkey." You're always going to hear him say those two things. If you don't hear anything else, you're going to hear him say those.
All right, two more videos and then I'm out of here because my in-laws about to come in.
Oh,
you happy to see your in-laws?
Huh?
Yeah.
Nah, you hear
that? You're right.
She ain't come for me. My daughter has her first dance recital tomorrow, so my mom and her mom came down here. So I was like, all right, so I get to entertain for a week.
Oh well, at least, and the thing is, at least you'll be able to cook for them.
That is true. You know what? Actually, I do have an announcement. You know, we just gonna end it here. I actually do have an announcement I meant to do. Hold on. Yeah. So we're gonna end Twitter things. I'll do the rest on Monday. All right, so a couple of announcements before I get up out of here. And I got good brothers on here, so I can tell y'all. So I'm in the process of getting a house. So
congratulations.
Yeah. So this is gonna be I'm gonna be one of them.
We gotta start that GoFundMe and get you that $1 million so we can get that bad boy taken care of. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my goal is to pay it off in 3 to 5 years. That's my goal. But also I got a new job.
Congratulations
again.
Yeah, so the hours are a little different than what I'm used to. I'm only working 4 days a week now, but it's 10-hour shifts, which is fine, and rotating weekends. So I'm gonna have to, once I get the schedule locked down, I'm gonna have to try to figure out how I'm gonna do my schedule now with the uploads. Might have to change again, but yeah, times are changing. Gotta evolve. We gotta evolve.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, who knows? I get this house. Maybe I can I'll take that third room and make it a studio, look like Rob shit.
Nah, there you go.
Except I ain't gonna be in the dark. This motherfucker. Sometimes when this motherfucker with TD and he in the dark, I'm like, where the fuck is he?
Villains don't be having bright lights on all over the place like that.
Luthor would be bright all day. But yeah, but that's the thing. Yeah. Oh no, JD Foreman definitely getting the 30 year. I'm not doing that 15-year bullshit. No. Can't do that. And especially with the home prices, the house is way under market value because it's brand new.
Oh yeah, you're doing good.
It's built brand new. So yeah, so we're gonna go look at it on Monday. And if I like it, we're gonna go get it.
Yeah, that's what you do.
But yeah, man, this is changing times. But also, I'd like to thank you, brothers, for coming on. We had a great conversation. Boyce Watkins, you still off code. So since you still off code, brother, we got something for you. Here you go. This is for you.
You are a triple code. Dancing. Dancing.
That's hilarious. I wonder if he know that. I don't
know. He realized that his mic is not muted.
Right.
When he said, "Who is it?" I thought it was still part of the video, and he just didn't cut that part out. I'm like, we can hear somebody came in the house.
Right. I think he might have forgot
to mute his mic
or to end the live, even maybe.
Right.
Yeah. So
there you go. Okay.
Did you realize that your mic wasn't muted? We could hear you.
No, I know. No, I left it open.
Oh, okay.
Bro, I was dying laughing. I thought you had forgot to end the live. I was like, man, we just about to
because all we heard in the background was who is it? Who is it?
Yeah, I do that with everybody, even when I know they coming. I'm like, who is it?
Yeah, no, I feel it.
But yeah, that's the thing. And the first thing I'm buying when I get this house is a chest freezer and a grill.
Oh, there you go. You gotta have it beyond barbecue and invite everybody.
I'm live streams in the backyard, boy.
Yeah.
So
and you got them skills too, so you gotta for sure do it.
Oh,
we'll throw together the $1 million.
The other channels, the cooking channel, so I get to go do live streams on the grill.
Yeah, we'll throw together the $1 million GoFundMe.
I don't need that much. I ain't trying to be called a griff.
Look though, we're trying to get some food, some full racks.
No, what y'all can do for me though, brothers and people in the chat, will y'all go tell TD? I understand you on the West Coast, but come over here.
Oh yeah, man. TD will come over.
And shout out to TD for giving me $5 yesterday for that.
TD got TD got to come over here because he got to go. This is 1600 Pennsylvania
Oh man!
I mean, after all them videos that he done made about Joe Biden, he might as well go pay him a visit.
Right. All right, Jada Foreman, that's what's up. There you go. You start a new career in 2 weeks. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, shout out to
Jay. This is gonna
be
my last. This is my last foray to cooking though. After this job, we switching to tech. So it's school, this, and buying a house. So yeah, a couple more years, I'm gonna save that money up, and then we're going straight into tech for the rest of my life. So that's the plan.
Good.
That's the plan. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all coming on because this was fun.
Oh,
Boys,
yeah,
you still off code?
It's a good time always, bro.
Oh yes, but yes, family. No show tomorrow. Y'all know how it is. I'm sure Rob will be live at 8:55 in the morning because that's what he do.
You already know.
Torian got his 3 videos tomorrow because he just don't.
Oh yeah, make sure y'all check out the 2 p.m. because I'm going in on Sarah Jane Carmen.
Yes. And also, program note: Thursday is Torian's live stream because he's going to Dallas because he didn't work out today.
We doing freestyle Thursday this week, not freestyle.
He done worked out. He done worked out. He feeling himself, and he got to get them Dallas girls.
I ain't mad at it.
You be like, listen, can I take you out to In-N-Out?
Now let's go to Whataburger or maybe the turkey leg hut.
Well, you're gonna have to go to Houston.
But we ain't going to Houston. So In-N-Out or Whataburger that is.
Yeah, they got some good steakhouses down there though.
I can believe that.
Yeah,
they got some good.
I can tell that Texas is a cow slaughter.
You know where you should go? You should go to Kitchen Cocktails and do a review on it.
Where's that?
What's it called?
Kitchen and Cocktails. Remember, the old dude went viral a couple years ago with the twerking incident.
Oh, that's in Dallas.
Yeah. It's like right by I-35. The food is hella good, bro. I went down there last year. The food is hella good.
I remember.
Just don't go on Sunday because that's when the DJ is.
Oh, I'm leaving. I'm only going there for the weekend. I'm leaving on Friday and come back Sunday, so I ain't got to worry about that.
You could probably go Friday night.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm actually supposed to be meeting up with Afro Lee because we're supposed to be like doing something on that Friday. I think like a podcast.
Afro gonna take you to the strip club.
Hey.
Hey. Sorry, like I ain't going.
That's hilarious. That sound like some Blacklight Revelations type shade. You know what I'm saying? That's like something that would happen with a meetup with me. Hey, come on, man. Let's go slide through the hood.
Let's go see some of these Dallas chicks. Let's see what Dallas working with.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, man. But yeah, y'all, I appreciate this. I didn't think it was gonna be 3 hours, but Torian came and extended it 4 hours, but it's all good.
Hey, I was only supposed to come up here to drop off a link, and here I am, like over an hour, 2 hours later.
Right.
Yeah, it's all good though. But I appreciate your insights, man. You're one of the legends.
Facts.
I mean, even when you come in and Jason Black is like, I didn't get to talk to this brother a lot. I was like, shit. I know.
I'm telling you, man. Professor
Black I'm never catching Torian.
Professor Black Truth be shouting Torian out all the time. Like, that's dope.
Him. That's my rival that I'm never gonna catch. And I feel like Ash.
Y'all great.
I feel like Ash. But it's all good. But Rob, salute to you, brother.
Salute to you, bro. You already know.
Yeah. So I'm going to go relax before I have to go on my last day on the plantation.
Oh, it's your last day?
Yeah, today's the last day, and I'm taking like 10 days off, and then I start the new job next Wednesday.
Nice.
So yeah, so I'm gonna start the tech shit, get my mind right, get the house situation started at least, and yeah, who knows? Probably in June or July, you'll see the back. I'll be back on camera and it'll look different.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah,
this was good.
Probably my kid will probably fall down the damn stairs, but you know.
No, we can't have that.
We can't, but she be running everywhere, blood. Anywhere she be running. But you know, she'll have a backyard finally, so she can run around. That's all kids need, right? Backyards.
They do, and they need to use them.
Mm-hmm. So you go to sleep.
Right.
Go outside and tire yourself up about hours.
Right.
So why is the jungle gym so expensive?
I don't even know.
Bro, the jungle gym set for a kid like $500.
The wooden ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
And you got to build that shit.
Yep.
Whatever. If y'all have kids, bless them. If you don't have
take them
kids,
to the playground. Their jungle gyms is free.
I could. I don't know. I don't trust motherfuckers right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, see, like when you a parent, you be like, you're staying where I can see you.
Right.
Until you're like 35.
Exactly. Exactly. You be sitting on your bench just watching everything.
Right.
You're peeping Tom. You're like, no, my kid's here.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You sitting in front of their dorm room in college, reading the newspaper,
yeah, I was
looking
in the
at your watch.
I'm in Florida. You live in New York. What are you doing here? I was
Right.
in the area.
You know, I was walking the dog, you know, and I took the long way. Ended up here.
You know your auntie live out here.
Right.
But anyway, let me get up out of here.
All right.
Hey, y'all. Take care, stay safe out there, and y'all know what to do in agitators of peace, like failed actresses will mess up your existence. You do this.